Hey all, J-Man here. I just wanted to tell you about beardedshirts.com. It's a great place to get a lot of cool superhero shirts and other merchandise. You can scroll, they've always got sales on. As you can see, they've got these really cool print all over shirts, which I really love. That's Eddie, the founder of the site. And if you're looking for stuff, all you got to do is you click on the search here and you can type in all over. And that's going to show you the all over prints, which are really, really cool. Look at that. You got Legion of Superheroes, you got Brave and the Bold, you got JSA, you got Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, all kinds of stuff. So check out beardedshirts.com. Hello, Legionnaires. Welcome to the Legion live stream. This is 3 Mondays of every month. We are here to talk about the Legion of Superheroes. This is episode 34. Wow. Episode 34 of the Legion live stream. We've been covering three issues a week. We might change that format. We're going to see how it goes. We're going to keep it loose, maybe do a few more once they start going into Action Comics and backups and stuff like that. But let's talk about what's coming up this week. Thursday, Transformers Thursdays. Sean and I are covering more from season 2. We're covering 12 episodes from season 2. I've watched 11 of them. I have not watched a Decepticon Raider in King Arthur's Court yet. I've actually saved that to the end. I will watch that tomorrow on my lunch break. So I'm looking forward to watching that one. But I have to say that a lot of them, at least like 7 or 8, have been pretty awesome for me. I don't know. I've really liked a lot of these. So it's going to be really fun on Thursday for sure, talking about these episodes. Friday, of course, is Fearless Fridays. We're doing Frank Miller's run on Daredevil. That is episode 10. So episode 10, another 3 issues. So we got a lot to cover. We got, and oh man, the first one is got Stilt Man, who's like one of my boys. I love Stilt Man. I can't believe it. I was so excited when I flipped the page. I was like, oh, it's Stilt Man in this issue. I can't wait. So that's Friday. And we've had a council meeting. We've had a Legion meeting. And we have decided that when Frank Miller's run is done, which will be Born Again, we will do Born Again. Once Born Again is complete, we'll probably just do that in one stream. Once that's complete, we're going to do Fantastic Fridays, Fantastic Four, Jack Kirby. We're going to do four a night. It all fits. 4 a night, Fantastic Fridays, 4 FFFF. It all just comes together perfectly. So we're going to start that up. We're doing for sure the Jack Kirby stuff. So that's at least 102 and a few annuals. So we're going to be covering all those. So that's going to be a long haul. We all know that the Fantastic Four have been cast, and we know it's probably going to be awful. Let's face the facts. It'll be awful. So in order to help us get through it, I'm doing everybody a favor, and we're going to go through the real Fantastic Four comics. It's just going to be a place to get together and talk about the real Fantastic Four and not worry about all the garbage that's going to be coming out. We know it's going to be garbage. If it's not garbage, I don't know. I will apologize. How's that? But if it's garbage, then it'll just be me being right again. But anyway, we're going to do the Fantastic Four, so I'm really looking forward to that. All right, before we bring everybody in, let's talk about the amazing Legionnaires, the channel members. Dan, who signed up right away. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate your support. Sean, Steven, and Clobby, who you see all the time on this channel. Brennan, who you've seen a couple of times. Picasso, Cliff on Comics, and RR. Thank you for being members. We did do a giveaway already, so the next one is going to be 1st of April. So April 1st. So I'm not going to have people win multiple times, so at least not for the beginning. Once everyone's won at least something, then we'll get into doing better draws and stuff. So there you go. All righty. There's a poll up. I saw Phantom Outsider. I saw you in the chat. We're going to acknowledge your thing in a second here. Let's bring in the Legionnaires.
Hey.
Sean, hey.
So you saw the one where the Decepticons get drunk?
Yes, that was awesome.
Yeah.
I watched about. I was doing them in fives. I'd watch like 5. So I've got notes because I start to lose what. But a lot of them were good. I have to say, a lot of them were really good this time around. Like they're pretty awesome. This is like getting deep into the good. Yeah. Like a lot of these are the good ones. You're like, oh, that was really cool. And like,
and you watch them in order like this, and you can tell when they're highlighting different guys.
Yes.
Once, and then they do away with them, and then they highlight other guys.
Shit, exactly. I told my wife, I was like, oh, this is the guy for this week. Yeah, this is this week's guy.
You can see the notes. It's like for a couple episodes is these guys, and then it moves on to these other guys. Like Grapple is featured in one, and then he has more of a part in the other one, and he kind of fades away. Yeah. Because there's so many guys to go through. Yeah.
I love Perceptor. And it's terrible because as I'm watching these, immediately going to Amazon, okay, which figures do I got to get? Because I'm trying to get the 86 characters. At least the 86
unreasonable, man. Screw that guy.
Who?
Braun.
You know, I know. Look, I know he's unreasonable. We're going to talk about, we're going to talk about it on Thursday. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? He redeemed himself in the end there. Okay. Let's bring in Mr. Fancy Pants.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Well, pants, yes. I cannot really confirm or deny the fanciness of the pants. So I'll leave that to the individual. If you really want to see them to determine their fanciness, I'll see what I can do.
We got to rate them on a fancy scale.
What's up, fellas?
All right, got a lot of people to say hello to. Let's say hello to Lord Thoth. Long live Legion. I got my Avon sweater.
Long live the Legion, Lord Thoth, buddy.
All right, let's take. So long live the Legion. Sorry, long live the Legion. And then let's get to this. So modify the poll. I'm kind of meaning like the way that it's described in one of the issues tonight, where it's directly like saying, if you want me to complete this task, give me this money. It's actually it's Heroes for Hire, which I always kind of thought was weird. I love Luke Cage and I love Iron Fist. I actually have an Iron Fist mug and a Luke Cage mug, and those are the two. And I rotate drinking out of those mugs.
Nice.
And it's the original characters, not like a redone version.
Real deal.
Of, weird.
Okay. Wow.
So what else we got? Star Day One.
I mean, I don't know what the hell he's talking about right there. I mean, they don't get paid. The gifts and stuff. I mean, maybe I don't remember seeing too many years. Do you remember we've been covering this now? We're up to how many years? Like 11 years of the history. Mm-hmm. You remember anything where they're getting gifts all the time or whatever?
I mean, they got a few things, like I guess Brand is funding it. They did when they got the new clubhouse, they got some like housewarming gifts.
Right. But that's nothing to do but the whole point was this silly story, we'll get to it, was that they're doing something like really, they're faking to look like they're greedy and all that crap. And so you just, you don't have to modify your poll because you were just being, we know you were being humorous with your poll.
Yes. Hey, FK, yes, heroism is not cheap, man. What do you want? Next week is the Wacky World.
That's true, though.
Yeah, Bob Haney is the second, the B Monday. It's easy to remember, the B Monday.
Yes.
That'll be on Clobby's channel.
Will be zany.
It's pretty sweet reward. Yes, that is true, Philip.
That's right. Yeah, I don't need any money, see? Well, we'll get to the silliness of that story. Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, another news, water is wet. Yep, that's true. But we're making a go at of it. So I came up with this. I was toying with this idea for the Fantastic Four for a while now. It also makes it a little bit more stable. I like doing Legion Mondays, and then Fridays always sort of a longer run of things. Like we did Fourth World, we did Fearless. Now we're doing Fantastic. Fantastic Four will take up a lot of, even at 4 at a go, it'll be a while, and that's good. And I think it'll make it easier for us. Because we know the Fantastic Four is going to be brutal, and let's do something positive, and
It should take almost a year about that.
Yeah, let's do something positive, right? Like, Clobby, obviously you love the Fantastic Four. Sean's a big fan of Fantastic Four. I always wanted Fantastic Four is not a childhood thing for me. I got into it when whenever the Fantastic Four stick, whenever that, I don't know when that movie came out.
Yeah, Fat Four Stick. Yeah,
Four stick.
but
When
they had a sale on Comixology.
they had a sale, boom, and I hit the sale up. Was reading it, loved it, and I'm like, okay, and then I stopped because, of course, we started doing more with the channel and all that. So I've been itching to go back to it since I paid $60 to get these 70 issues or whatever it was, whatever the sale was.
I think we were born too late. Like my first Fantastic Four comic is one of the tie-ins for Secret Wars 2. And at that point, it was like She-Hulk was on the team.
Yes.
And after, and they had the female thing, and then they had Pineapple thing. I didn't grow up with a normalized, like, stable Fantastic Four. And right. I've always envied people that like talk about the good old days of Fantastic Four, because like they grew up with the real one, and not with all these big stunts all the time. Like, let's get this guy in.
Do you like that spiky thing? It looks gross to me.
Pineapple thing,
the pineapple thing, right?
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
I hate it. The Stegosaurus.
No, but I never. Okay, so I'm just talking
a long time.
I dumped the book by then, but I used to see him and read the book a little bit occasionally on that point. And
yeah, I don't like. I mean, I never read any of those stories with him being the pineapple version, but it actually, I think it looks gross and it's terrible.
Mark D and I argue about that all the time. He's a few years younger than me, and he was still buying the book. I dumped it when Ben Grimm left the book for She-Hulk. John Byrne put She-Hulk in there. So no.
Now I know the She-Hulk one because all of my knowledge comes from the TSR Marvel Advanced role-playing game, and She-Hulk was in the Fantastic Four.
They put her in Avengers before that, then they put her in She-Hulk. So
yeah,
both times.
Now I started reading because I actually like Crystal. I started reading when she joined, and I've got that cover that I really like. I think it's 81 with the red. It's pretty much all red, but Crystal is in the center yellow, and it's the wizard it's like the wizard's POV, and he's like attacking forward. I don't know if you remember the cover.
She was she of course she broke Johnny's heart though. Married that jackass Quicksilver.
Forgive her.
I hate Quicksilver.
I also like Quicksilver, so we'll fight it out on when we get to those issues.
Yeah, we won't even get to those. That happens way after Kirk.
Oh, okay. So then we won't battle it out then. We'll have to agree that I'm correct. No,
I agree that you. I agree that you agree that you're correct.
Okay, well then we can both agree on that. Okay, so. Let's get. You know what, man? I got when we get to this cliffhanger. This is the first cliffhanger. God. This is the first cliffhanger ever where I literally don't know who that's going to be.
Yeah.
We'll get to it, but I was like, oh no, this is another cliffhanger, and then I thought,
I don't even remember.
I don't know who this is going to be.
I don't even remember who it was, so I was going to cheat and just go ahead and read that one again. And it's so convoluted. I said, I'll just wait.
Yeah,
just wait on it. I have to get my bar up so I can cover the ads so I don't get my nails. So I'm going to be a bar for a second. There you go. Boom.
First one is
alrighty.
7, right?
I noticed the credits on one of these. Oh yeah, look, Story Jim Shooter. What the hell?
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, it was weird because they didn't do it again after that. What issue are we on? 330.
376. Wow.
That's right.
I can't believe it, man. 34 episodes. Wait, what the hell? It's like 100 issues. Is that 100 appearances? Yeah, it has to be. We didn't do 3 when we started, so it's not exactly. But 34, let's say, times 3. We definitely did it. We've done 100 appearances of Legion of Superheroes. Wow. This is mind-boggling. Like,
wow, 100 episodes?
34 episodes, but 100 issues. 100
wow.
issues.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my goodness. So
wow.
This is okay. I got you.
37. This is 376.
The longest running Legion stream on the internet.
Thank you, Sean. You are correct.
It has to be. Who else is doing the Legion?
Nobody.
I'm sure somebody's done it at different points, but they're doing all of it and in that order in 3 years. I don't know. I mean, if they have, I don't know about them. I mean, they do podcasts. There are plenty of podcasts that will do like an issue at a time or something.
Right.
I've noticed there's an FF cast, for example. These two guys, two British dudes that I used to listen to years ago. They had a podcast where they were going to cover every, and I don't mean every issue just of the Fantastic Four. In other words, all the tangential characters, all our series. For example, they started at number 1 of FF. Then they were doing the Strange Tales comics around it, which were a few years later. That had John and Ben and Johnny in them. They did Marvel 2 and 1, and they did it in chronological release order.
Wow.
And they did it one issue at a time. By the time I started listening to it, they were in the 100 somethings or other. So they've been doing it for years, and I used to download them all the time. So after a while, and they were really did a nice job of it. But they would do one issue, and they would talk about everything in the book, even talk about some of the ads and what was going on in pop culture at the time and stuff. It was pretty good. I used to enjoy them, and then I just lost contact with them. But I mean, they were. It was just a podcast that I would download from one of the apps.
Right.
It just happened on there, and I can't remember the name of it now. But so they were, for example, if one after they would do whatever FF issue that month, if there was a Marvel 2 and 1, they would do that next, and then they would do the next FF. If you see what I mean?
Wow.
If they did an appearance in another, they're so right now they're probably into the, God knows it's been many years now, so they're probably somewhere in the 200 and somethings or other past Burn and around the Burn era or past it maybe. If they're still doing it. Anyway.
Wow, that's crazy.
They were thorough, but I mean, there's some I've seen Legion podcasts out there, but on YouTube you don't see much anymore.
No, I think so. I think this is the longest running Legion YouTube live stream, like for sure. I mean,
people look for views, right? So they must love the Legion, but they're like, well, but there is a lot of people out there that want to learn more about old comics and people that know about this stuff anyways and want more appreciation of it, right? So
yeah. I don't know when
Fantastic Four will be big.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say once we start Fantastic Four, these two streams that we're doing now are getting a lot more traction. Like,
well,
they're these comics, and it's like I think people are a little bit more interested to be like, what is Fantastic Four? Like, what is Legion? What is this Daredevil run? Like, everyone talks about it. Let's look, let's go through it and see it.
Yeah.
The classic runs of comics are kind of fun to do too. But this is great because this is like a whole history of the Legion, and us doing the Kirby run and the Miller run, stuff like that. That's great too, though.
Yeah, for sure. Alrighty. Okay, so we got credits on this one for once, my God. But what are the actual? What
this
are the credits
weird.
there?
This may be. Don't quote me on this. I don't know for sure. It's maybe the first time they put the credits in the comic that I've seen for a Legion book, anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that right there. Story by Jim Shooter, because it's not in the one after it, by the way. No credits in there, and I know there's none. I'm pretty sure there was none in the issue before that. Strange, really.
Yeah,
because Marvel had started doing it a little bit, but DC wasn't doing it as much at that point.
Yeah, DC only did it, to my knowledge, for just Siegel and Schuster and Kane, and now that's
it's strange. It really is. But anyway, we got Adventure Comics Volume Only, number 376. It is at least it's cover dated. I don't have a release date on it, but it's like cover dated January of 1969. Of course, the usual pain in the butt editor was Mort Weisinger. Cover artists Kurt Swan, Carmen Infantino, and Neil Adams. In other words, Neil Adams did. I can see nothing but Swan and Adams on this thing. So maybe that's a crazy combo right there. But anyway, there you have it.
I'm just checking.
The writer, of course, Mr. Jim young lad Jim Shooter.
That's one. Yeah, man.
I got it.
Dun.
You got it.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Cool. Greatness.
This is beautiful. This is not bad. This is a really nice copy.
One. I'm looking at the edge there. It looks good.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice. Writer Jim Shooter, penciler layouts Jim Shooter, for more finishing pencils. That's my words, not theirs. Win Mortimer, inker. Gaspar Saladino is the letterer, and again the dirtbag in chief editor, Mort Weisinger.
You know how many? I just noticed I've got a lot of. I have like multiple copies of this. This is Neil Adams.
I love that cover.
Um,
I have that one.
I've got a few copies of 197.
Nice.
I've got a few of
so
these.
do I. For some reason.
This
That's
was
an
an awesome one.
Arguably the most important issue of Legion. Those 197. Really, I mean, well, Superboy starring the Legion, but you know what I mean. It's the first time they're on the cover, or other than that doesn't. And people say, "Nah, that was the other one." The 4-issue book was a reprint. They had a little bit before that. There was a 4-issue reprint of the Computo saga that we've already reviewed.
Those are awesome. This is one of my favorite ones that I've read that we haven't talked about yet. This.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I've got 3 or more copies of this one. I really like. This is one that I read on my own. So, Clobby, when you had first told me about the Legion, I started with 197.
Oh yeah.
And which one was this? This is 209. And I read this. I thought I think this is the one where I was like, oh shit, I gotta get these. I don't know what it is about this one that I just died over. I just thought it was so cool. Like everyone's taken damage. Like basically, it's like Princess Projectra has like been injured and she's dying, and they're literally like each Legionnaire is taking this thing and absorbing this like pain and damage in order to keep her alive. And it was just so wicked. It was like that's the whole thing. It's just them taking turns on getting damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. Okay, so anyways.
Nice. I don't remember it very well, but I remember that cover, of course. That's the Grail issue.
All right, so so we've got the we did that. So this is a part 2 from last time. If you remember, it was a bit goofy. With the Wanderers, I think that's what the guys were called. They went through that nebula thingy, whatever it is, and it turned them bad.
The thing that turns you bad, the natural phenomenon that makes you act evil for a few weeks.
Yeah. So it's like 2 weeks of evil. I think my boss went through that nebula. No, I'm just.
Right? A lot, or just once in a while.
So, anyways, then they're like, well, they also got a challenge for the toughest Legionnaire to come and take on a special challenger to see who's stronger. And what they decided to do was, since we're capturing the Wanderers, let's turn it into a contest. At the end of the last issue, it appeared as though Bouncing Boy had won the contest as being the toughest Legionnaire. We knew that wasn't the thing. We knew it was Chameleon Boy anyways. It was so absurdly obvious that like what we're looking at here is, well, actually Ultra, I don't know why Ultra Boy was so angry that he ripped off his insignia for this entire issue, but like anyways, he's so angry with himself that like he rips off, like why is his, it's not in any of it, like he doesn't have it at all. I don't like, not here either.
Just trying a new thing, I guess, because someone was like, what is that, a T? And then they just I don't know.
Yeah, but was Superboy's insignia still on? Would he take it off?
Yeah, they all took it off, but like Superboy still has his because it's Superboy, right?
Okay.
So everyone took off their insignias because they lost. Right,
it was silly.
But Saturn, I guess Saturn Girl was involved in that.
She took her,
she took it off.
She took it off too,
which is ridiculous. Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, it's a little bit of a recap, but also we see Bouncing Boy. So now we have to explain, well, wait a minute, we thought Bouncing Boy won. Turns out Chameleon Boy defeated the girl, I can't remember her name, and
Psyche or
whatever. Psyche. And then, so they're going to explain it. So they explain it here. So this guy surrendered himself to Bouncing Boy, but that was really Chameleon Boy, right? Because Chameleon Boy had taken on the appearance of Bouncing Boy, and Prody 2 had taken on the appearance of Chameleon Boy, but got injured and got stuck. I mean, this was convoluted nonsense, really. But
this story,
yeah,
Jim.
Why is he ordering a pizza here? Like, I got a pepperoni pizza here.
Boy, I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. I was reading this one like, wow. I think I had read this last time I read it was in a digest. I think.
Oh, Yeah.
Back in the 80s, if that, I'm pretty sure I know it was reprinted at some point.
So,
it was archives. It was reprinted in archives. Excuse me.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, so, like, okay. Long story short, it's not Chameleon Boy. Chameleon Boy has been transported to this other world to fight the champion. That's the long and short of it, just to get us to this point. Now we get to see these other guys with their cool weapons. You got this like archer guy. You got this like axe. This soldier guy with a cool axe or shield and an axe.
Yeah.
He shoots his. So these guys are the pumped up champions, but they can't defeat. There's like one guy who's like the super champion. What was that guy's name? Kodar, I think. Yeah, Kodar.
Yeah.
So Kodar is the best, and whoever defeats him can marry the princess. But these guys can't do it for some reason.
Bors. There's Bors.
I'm Bors.
The Magus of Wolves. What the? I don't even know what's going on here.
Yeah, they're just showing off. Like, what I love about this is that they're showing off their powers with their weapons, but then they're all like, "Yeah, we can't defeat them. We suck." It's like, okay. So what did he do? He tore off. Yeah.
Yes, he's cellophane thingy from Superman 2.
That's right. Yes, which which 66% of us really like and 33% of us hate.
I don't know who that hatred is. I love it.
33.33% of us don't like.
I love that movie.
This is right. So it's like he's just like showing off how awesome everybody is.
And this
like,
guy goes, "Hey, look, I've got your color. I'm wearing your color scheme, Bouncing Boy. We're like practically brothers."
Yeah, we even shop at the same store.
It's like twins. It's like Danny DeVito and like Schwarzenegger.
The minute I sat down, I thought I was looking into a mirror.
Oh my god! So this is the guy he's got to defeat, and then it's like, but is it Bouncing Boy? It's like, oh, here comes a princess!
Oh, woohoo! Yeah.
All right. I'm liking this princess.
Breathtakingly beautiful.
She's great. She's really good.
Yeah.
And then, but here's the problem though. Bouncing Boy is really Chameleon Boy.
Oh boy. Well, guys, look, my name's Reap Daggle. I am Chameleon Boy, and I'm not really bouncing. I'm not that lame ass Bouncing Boy. I've got really cool powers. You guys are like me. Uh oh.
So this is the recap of what happened. So Prody was there. Prody became Chameleon Boy. She blasted. She blasted him and stunned him.
Yes. Then he slapped her. He made sure he said it's the first time I ever slapped a chick.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to know, dude.
She's pretty too, Psyche.
She's just as hot, man. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah.
She's good. Well, usually.
Yeah. Well, she'll in 2 weeks she'll be fine.
Yeah.
Right.
Give her a week. So now he's like, well, Fatty is knocked out and Prody's knocked out. What am I going to do? It's like, what I'm going to do is stay as Chameleon Boy, and that's it. No, I will pretend I'm Bouncing Boy. Like it's like, in order to trick that guy into surrendering. Like, how did he know? I mean, I don't know. This was like, Jim, buddy, like, what the hell? I don't know what the hell you were thinking on this one. This is a mess.
Sometimes we can tell you're 14, buddy. Which gives, but some of you still do fewer ridiculous things than your predecessors, and they were in their 50s. Well,
that's true.
I mean, 30s and 40s and stuff. Yeah.
This character, I'm not going to comment on.
All these guys wear embarrassing short skirts and stuff. I mean,
short skirt things.
Planet of the Skirt guys.
And I'm just I was like, whoa, what is this fellow wearing?
But they're all bigoted. Like they're all like, you dumb orange alien. Like,
yeah, we don't like aliens around here. We don't like little kind around here, boy.
Yeah, we don't serve their kind in here.
We don't serve their kind here.
Those droids, get them out of here. It's like, well, you're not going to serve them because they're not going to drink anything, you a-hole.
Yeah.
What did that? Even back then, I was like, "What do you mean serve? They're just droids.
They're just there." Like,
yeah.
And I guess later, because we all love Star Wars, we decided to let our own headcanon say, "Oh, after we saw the prequel, we know it means that there's certain people that hate droids because they destroyed their planet or something. I guess I don't know.
Sure.
Anyway, but serve, yeah, man. I don't think they're going to be ordering the Sari and brandy or anything.
No.
Yeah. So Chameleon Boy turns into a fly, then a bird, and then he goes to visit the princess, who is just, oh, I'm the princess, and sitting on this uncomfortable bench.
Yeah,
It's like, ooh, a pretty bird.
it's not creepy at all. Pretend to be a bird, then pop into an alien dude.
Yeah. Whoa, I'm Chameleon Boy. Oh my god. It's like, what are you afraid of, you weirdo? Like, I'm fine. Just because I can turn into a dragon. Like, this is so weird.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah, don't be afraid of me turning into a devil or a dragon at all, man. It's no biggie.
But then he says, I'm human, quite like you. But
Right.
he's not
No, you're
human.
not
Yeah.
humanoid, but I guess they didn't know. You guys, look, I know you guys were still watching Star Trek in regular run at the time, but it should be a humanoid, maybe.
Yeah, humanoid.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a humanoid. Inhumanoid.
Inhuman.
Yeah, he's an inhumanoid. No, okay. Let me sit on this bench with you. Okay.
She's fine now. Just
And the
because he can
woman's
turn into whatever he wants to. It's all right. Now all of a sudden she's kissing. And look at
Yeah, and then look, he scares this old woman,
old
gives her a heart
lady.
attack.
Yeah.
Now she really likes him. Wow, she likes the bad boys, huh?
Yeah. Later, this woman dies of a heart attack. But anyway.
The end. Well, she's already blue, so.
Oh, wow, Chameleon Boy, that was awesome. That old woman's a loser. I'm so happy you scared her off. And it's like smooch. Is there a kissing part in this? I don't know. Well, there isn't. I don't know. If, there's not going to be any V8. Ooh. So meanwhile, so you're making out with my daughter, eh? What the heck? No, nothing happened.
I don't let my daughter grow up with your kind.
We don't want her to marry an orange-skinned alien freak.
Yeah.
Wow.
Freako.
Wow.
Not so bad if you couldn't turn into devils and dragons and shit, but
Yeah, it's like, why were those your examples, sir? Like,
yeah. Why don't you make your face look like one of ours, you big freak?
Yeah, they'll make him.
Yeah, she could.
More
I
pointing.
guess the appeal for the chick is he could make himself anything he wants. Look at it, you know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's what she sees.
This is like
pulls up her magazines. Can you be this? Like,
yeah,
it's the man trap.
Yeah,
kind of fun.
It's the man trap from Star Trek.
Yeah, sort of.
Where the woman can be that suction cup thing. That was the grossest creature of all time. That suction cup
vampire,
thing.
salt vampire.
Yeah, that salt thing. That was the gross. I just watched that episode yesterday again, and I'm like, man, it's so gross.
It's
even for today's standards, I hate that suction cup thing.
It's terrible.
So
I mean, it was scary looking, but I mean, it was like you know.
No, it is scary. If that was real, I'd punch that in its face.
Obviously, you know, it was the first episode aired.
Yeah.
And one thing I didn't know till not too long ago is, you know, September 8th is always celebrated as the day of the birth of Star Trek. First time it ever aired on television in 1966. But you, our good friends up there, you Canadian folks, got it on the 6th, not the 8th.
Oh, wow.
But the 8th is always celebrated as the birthday of Star Trek. And that episode wasn't even first filmed. The network filmed it. It showed it because it had a monster in it, and a proper monster, and some of the other ones didn't. Yeah. And Gene Roddenberry tells that story about how he went around, his father went around telling all of his neighbors, hey, my son's TV show, Star Trek is going to be showing it. And after that episode aired, his father saw it. He was so embarrassed, he went and apologizing to all the neighbors.
Oh my God. I liked that one.
It's interesting. It's got some problems at the end that I ding it for some of the bad acting at the end, weird acting and stuff.
Right.
But it's a good story, but it's not one of the greater episodes of even the first season, but it's still, and they should have shown it first. Production orders all screwed up for the air date order.
That's how every show is. They're all messed up. Like this Transformers Club. I know you're not watching this Transformers stuff, but this is an effing disastrous shit mess, which is one of my terms. It's literally disastrous. This Transformers cartoon. If you try to, sorry,
it's a new show.
No, the old Transformers, like the '80s Transformers cartoon. It's a disaster.
Why?
Like guys are introduced, and you're like, oh, what the hell? And then they introduce them later, and you're like,
yeah, no. What he's talking about is when they aired it out of order. Like when it
air
first
date
came
order.
out.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Oh, I'm sorry. Air date versus the real, like how you're saying for Star Trek, the air dates are all messed up.
Right. Yes, I see.
Yeah, because he was confused. Like, why are you dumping on Transformers?
No. I'm saying the air date. No, like, but okay. Star Trek's messed up, but it's not like they're like, hi, let's welcome our new crew member, Scotty. And then you're like, I saw Scotty like 3 episodes ago. How is he a new member? Like, it's like stuff like that is
all the time.
Yeah, that's happening in Transformers, right? Like it's totally messed up.
Yeah.
I watched Charlie X today. We're watching one a day as we
go. Love it. And of course, Phil's referring to Corbomite maneuver. That was a great one.
Yes, that is an awesome one too. They're all I like them all. So
Tranya.
Anyway. Even Spock's brain. I'm gonna start a website. I like Spock's brain.
No.
They're all
what's the cartoon one that I think Walter Koenig or someone wrote where
the Infinite Vulcan.
Yeah, Spock is like 50 feet tall.
A giant Spock.
You know what though?
I like that.
That was pretty cool. You know what? That cartoon is really pretty awesome. Actually,
Kane had collected Big Little books and comics.
Yep,
and probably still does.
Awesome.
And he kind of ripped off the Green Lantern idea for that one a little bit. And I remember a buddy of mine hated that episode on the basis that a giant Spock that does not deserve to live. But we used to tease him about it because I thought it was actually pretty decent.
Yeah,
crazy out there, but pretty decent.
All right, so they attack Chameleon Boy and they imprison him.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand what their purpose
how come
is.
He can't get out. When I look at it, if you go back to that page, he's claiming he can't get out because of some plastic. Well, look, he's looking out of a window, out of bars. So no, maybe you can't get out through the concrete crap because it's got all kind of it's energy shut away. But then it looks like he's looking under normal bars at a window there.
Yeah, what the hell?
So I don't understand it.
Come on, Chameleon Boy, you can do it.
Just don't show him doing that if you're going to say he can't get out. But yeah.
Miscue. And here's the giant fist of the North Star here. What the hell? It's like,
what?
I have spoken.
Yeah, he's man. No kidding, right? Look how big his fist is compared to. That's not great. What you would call composition by Win Mortimer.
Perspective and Look at this huge arrow too. And then outside, Artros. I will wait no longer for an answer to my challenge. I'll take Elwinda and the throne by force now.
Hail Kodar.
Hail Kodar.
Nader.
And this guy's thinking, I love these shields with a K on them. It makes me happy that I'm serving Kodar.
Kodar, the barbarian.
Yeah, Kodar.
And what are you guys riding there? What?
Yeah, what is this?
Looks like a little thing you would see out in front of the grocery store when you were a kid that you put a quarter in for little toddlers.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know what the hell that is.
I used to love those machines. They'd have like a Batmobile or something, and you feel like you're a Batman.
Batmobile. Yeah, yeah.
And
it's like
kind of wave up and down. Yeah.
You don't see that anymore, do you? I guess not.
I don't think you see those, no. And it'd be like 2 minutes or something. And for those 2 minutes, your parents would have peace and quiet, and then you have to pay another quarter.
Yeah.
We used to have. I used to watch Mighty Mouse in those booths.
Yeah. There's one at Knob Hill Farms up here, and that screen faded and faded and faded because like kids would like put all sorts of crap on it, and yeah.
All right, so we've got the attack here.
I'm not sure what
Chameleon Boy's like, well, these idiots didn't let me do anything, so F them.
Screw them in the
General Electric.
General Electric.
Look at all the cool things recorder, keytar, and a flashlight thing,
electric organ thingy. I guess a radio, right?
Each one's $2,000, all yours.
Walkie-talkie. I have one of those walkie-talkies. Not quite like that, but
I had a walkie-talkie as a kid. It was fun because like you got all sorts of signals from strangers, and you just like talking to people.
Yes, cassette player had that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I remember putting that. I used to hold the cassette player up. I used to hold up my radio to the TV speakers to record music.
We all recorded TV. Yeah.
Get the soundtrack.
How do you think we have Doctor Who?
Yeah.
All those restored episodes because fans using those things in the UK to record the shows on their, you know,
right. And now they're
their
animated.
sound. And eventually, it just, I guess they went around finding as many fans as they could, willing to dig out their old tapes that they didn't throw away. And now all the audio exists from all the missing episodes.
Yeah.
Doctor Who fans, man.
Hell yeah.
The greatest
Oh,
fan.
yeah, we rule the world, man. It's like some fan has like some film reel or something. Oh, found this episode. It's like, what the hell? Like, who had this? Like,
incredible.
Some cry. Okay, so they're fighting here with our boy, using this tuning fork thingy.
They say that Shooter let me down because this is all boring shit. The first part is silly as it was. You know, the Wanderers and all that stuff. I thought there was going to be something. The second part would have something to do with them.
No, they just kind of collected them up, and then that was the end of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
But this guy's got the Mjolnir here.
What do you want? I don't know, a Chameleon Boy story, whatever, man. But anyway, so there he becomes changed.
Yeah. So Chameleon Boy became a chain.
Yeah.
And then he became the same guy.
Right.
But I don't understand but he knows he's himself. So
yeah, there's things about his powers here I don't get. One, when he's a chain, does he retain metal qualities, or is he just himself? Like, he's not as strong as the chain.
Yeah.
Yeah. And number two,
I don't know.
Yeah, number two, at one point he says he ripped a piece of himself off to make that other hammer. What are you ripping off? You're a person. Like, I don't get what's happening.
So is it like he says it. I know, because the guy he switches hammers.
He's not a blob. He's not Odo.
I was just gonna say, is he like Odo? He's not like Odo, where like a beast comes.
Not Odo.
No.
I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. Phantom, what are you saying? If camera really mean he could become liquid, just goes into the guy's lungs. Oh yeah, So could he do that? Like, it's just that's.
Well, looks like it.
So yeah, they swap hammers here. And see, this one's all rubbery because it's him, and then that's the real one, and he gets smashed in the face with it, and they're like, "Yeah, you did it." Hey, Ethan. We're doing good, thanks. How are you? All right. I gotta say, this princess is looking good. She's definitely top princesses that we've seen.
Him. I don't get the ending of this, but she's into him. I think. Yeah.
Okay, so you know what? You know what, man? The Legion blocked this fellow. They blocked him.
They think he's about to get his head
cut off. Is this an elaborate plan to kill him?
No. This is to show that you have faith in that.
You have faith, and they don't do it.
They don't.
Yeah,
it's pretty nebulous. It seems to me, each of us takes the marriage vow separately under these raised axes. So you have to take the vow under the raised axis.
Right. Okay. Yeah, to show your faith in your betrothed.
And then the Legion's like, "Oh my God, he's about to die.
He saved your life. Oh my God, you assholes!"
That's awesome, though. Look, he looked
away from the hot princess.
Hot princess.
Now I'm never gonna get any ever.
Yeah. So yeah, you have to take your vows underneath these blades, and then when the Legion tune in to this, they're like, "Oh my God, he's gonna get killed. We got to get him out of here."
Cameras,
yeah, and they're like, dude, you're screwed.
Yeah, so they hit the lever. Phew, we rescued you, Cam. And he's like, what, you stupid meddling idiots! You ruined everything.
Gets this midnight, my coat's into a pumpkin, bop. You stupid meddling idiots!
This is awesome. What gives? Why are you so riled? Why are you so riled? I love it. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Chameleon Boy's like, you guys stink. That is the end.
You guys suck, man. You ruin everything.
Yeah, you guys are ruiners. Ruiners of the ruiners.
Oh boy, this was reprinted in the Legendary Legion of Superhero Archives #8, which went really for a while there, for years. For some reason, some kind of printing problem. I don't know what exactly happened with it, but instead of the normal price, it was like $100 everywhere. And it was one of the ones I'd missed. I was pissed off. And for years, every time I would want to get it, I would talk to my buddy at the comic shop. oh no, man, you can't get more like $200-300. So well, screw that. Then I went to a comic shop and I don't know, it's changed now, but New Orleans, there was one near New Orleans, and the guy had, hey, I saw a bunch of Legion archives there. They had a number 8 there. And it was like with the other ones, I went and got it for cover price. But now it's probably normal, but some crazy crap happened with it, and I got lucky.
Well, I don't see too many. There isn't too many of these. I saw some of the what's the not essentials? I forgot what DC calls them.
The archives. These archives.
And
Legion did about
no, not the archives.
12 archives.
Those archives are awesome. The showcase ones were
I have all the archives, but like 1 or 2 of them.
Those are really expensive. I really want the Robin archives that have the Star Spangled Comics. I wanted to buy some Star Spangled Comic issues, but they were like 200, and they're beat up to heck. I might just get one just to have one because I love Robin. I've got a Facebook group for Pre-Crisis Superman. I almost started one for Robin. It would be Pre-Crisis or Dick Grayson Robin or whatever.
Dick Grayson, we call it Dick Grayson is the only Robin.
My comic shop has the Robin omnibus. It's I don't know. Yeah. I think they're the backup tales that were in the back of Detective Comics in like the 70s or something.
Oh.
It's like
that's an omnibus.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look it up.
It's one volume.
That was a Batman Family.
Was it Batman Family? Yeah,
a lot of it was. I've seen that somewhere.
Thick as hell, but it seems to be everything because there's no volume number on it.
I'm gonna look that up, Sean, and
look it up. And there's 2 copies at my place.
I've seen that we had a second in Charles. I almost pulled the trigger on the thing. I just couldn't really afford it, but it's pretty cool from when I've seen it. It does have. If I remember correctly, it has the Bronze Age stuff, like because he was in he had a feature in Batman Family. Him and Batgirl were in a lot of them together and stuff.
I like anything. It needs to be. I do like all the Robins, but it needs to be Dick Grayson as Robin, not Dick Grayson as Nightwing. I do like Nightwing. I'm not saying Nightwing's. That looks fantastic.
Into the mouth of a monster. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
The Bronze Age. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I've seen that book.
Okay, let me look it up.
Batgirl's lifting up the monster's jaw.
That's great. It needs to be Dick Grayson as Robin, not Nightwing. So anything up until when that's Robin.
I bought that. I remember buying that first issue of Batman Family, whatever year that was, 72, 3, 4, 5, 4 or 5. And where it was, I remember buying that going, oh, man, it's Robin. Oh, yeah. And Batgirl together. I mean, obviously I love Batman, but it was kind of cool. It was so cool to see them together at that time. You just didn't see it. I mean, other than being...
So I got to get those.
You saw him in Teen Titans, don't get me wrong, but having him have just like adventures like that, I was blown away by it. I'm like, yeah, man.
No, I like Teen Titans, obviously, but I do like Robin just doing little adventures. Like I would love to do a cartoon and call it like Star Spangled, not hour or whatever, and just do like a Robin story, a Star Spangled Kid story, maybe a Superboy story or something. I know Superboy wasn't in Star Spangled Comics, but whatever. Do something like with like the young versions. That'd be really neat. They're never gonna do anything cool like that.
No,
that's why I'm disheartened. Anyways. Let's continue on. So this one again, no credits. Back to no credits.
No, they're back to the no credits in the book. So here we have Adventure Comics, volume only, cover dated number 337, by the way. Cover dated February 1969. Kurt Swan and Neil Adams, the cover art. Written by Jimmy James Shooter, penciled by Jim Shooter and Winston Mortimer. James Shooter and Win Mortimer. Inkers Jack Abel. Wow. Oh boy. Letter Joe Letteris, editor Mort Weisenheimer.
I'm never going to remember these people's. I'll never get his name right. If I'm going to say Weisenheimer, I'm going to be on Jeopardy. I'm going to see who is the editor of Adventure Comics. whatever, and I'll be like, Mort Weisenheimer, and they're like, and like, damn it, I didn't. It's like,
Weisinger,
it is him.
sorry, Weisinger. I had it back in many years ago. My old show, I had his son Hendry Weisinger on to interview him. Yeah, well, tried to interview him, I should say. Arlen Schumer screwed it up. Was Robin ever in Huntress? WW backup stories. I
have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, he was in some of those ones in Adventure Comics that were Earth 2 Robin. Pretty sure.
Earth 2 Robin is, well, we both love Earth 2 Robin. That's like, I love that.
That's why I got really pissed off when they became Nightwing. A lot of people didn't understand why I was pissed off when they all of a sudden just started in the mid 80s in that disco Nightwing outfit, that that negligee that he was wearing. Because, I mean, I knew who Nightwing was. He was a character that Superman pretended to be in. Nightwing and Flameberg were the dynamic duo in the Bottle City of Kandor. That was Superman, and Jimmy Olsen doing their Batman and Robin shtick, which was cool. So when he was Nightwing, I'm like, what? Didn't Superman call himself that or something?
Yeah, Nightwing and Flameberg.
Yeah, and I was like, oh man, no. I didn't lie. I said Dick Grayson should be adult Robin. So if they'd given him the adult Robin costume like he had before, that would have been pretty cool.
Or they could have, I love that costume. Actually, I thought it was really cool. And if they wanted to retool that costume, then they could retool that. But he's Robin. Like, it's weird now that he's not Robin, right? Like,
it'll never be the same to me. Even though I really like some comics when he's Nightwing. Don't get me wrong, but I mean,
I like Nightwing.
He's Robin. I mean, he's Dick Grayson, and he's the only. I don't. Some of the other ones I can put up with in good stories, but not into them that much. Dick Grayson is the greatest sidekick of them all.
Yeah.
For sure. The world knows Robin as Dick Grayson. We'll see what they do with these movies, but that's not going to be the case. And I don't know how well that's going to go over with people. But yeah,
I love these Star Spangled comics I'm reading. I'm just like savoring them. They're so good. It's just him on his little adventures.
Looking at those. I love it. I don't mind. I didn't like Jason Todd, but I don't mind Timmy Drake that much. I just don't. I mean, I just like Robin. I mean, Dick Grayson, man.
Did you care about the Robin comics in the 90s?
Not at all.
I did. I got them.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I got some of the trades and stuff.
Oh, trades, yeah, and not the actual like floppies, or.
I didn't buy too many floppies. I would mostly just get trades because I didn't really go to the shops enough for it to. I think not until like when Image came out, then I was hardcore Image, and anything else was trades.
Because it came out in the time of Image. It was in
so I got the trades of that.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't buying individual issues, only Image comics, and then for anything else was just trades. I would just wait and collect them.
I just bought anything.
Yeah.
I should have saved all that money. I'd be rich now.
Yeah. Underrated comic that I've ever read. Star Spangled Comics with Robin. There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Heroes for Hire. This is not
Power Man and Iron Fist.
What is going on here?
By the way, the cover is hilarious. We can look at that for a second again. She's about to fall 4 feet, dude. You don't need Superboy.
Catch her. Yeah.
I know the comic's different, but it's like, Neil.
This is right there.
She's 4 feet. It looks like a boy to me, but either way, 4 freaking feet. Oh, that's a boy. Yeah, my child didn't say a girl. It's a girl in the comic.
Yeah. It's a girl in the comic. Yeah.
What do you need Superboy for? Relax, Pops. Here's what he's going to say. Pops, you didn't even need me, but whatever. And Princess Projector's like, yeah, I've got money now, even though I'm already rich. Yay.
Yeah, and what is she gonna do? She's gonna. So my wife's like, oh, maybe she'll make an illusion of the boy surviving, the kid surviving.
That's right. So she's got a flight ring, though.
She does have a flight ring, so she can do something. You're gonna play some. Oh, nice.
Iron Man, Bob Layton.
What about it?
All right, so
also read some Bob Layton's Iron Man. Excellent, great stuff. Love it. There's a lot of it there. So here we go. Please help me.
All right. So this one is like
this is silly.
We haven't had okay, man. Like this is the most convoluted like mess
Oh my God.
ever. I
Yeah.
we've had some bad ones.
I really
this
didn't
one
like
is,
this one at
no,
all.
this is like
It's so-
absolutely silly and just
They even
weird.
use a slur at one point. We'll get to it, but
Okay. Oh yeah. I mean, it's really bizarre. I mean, just do it. I mean, Jim, you're better than this because you could just, even in a dumb story, you could do a, you could do a. Usually he does good stuff with the characters and there's some kind of crazy, even when he takes a chance, it's like kind of out there for sure. But this is such a convoluted, contrived mess that you have to. It's just like, what is it with the shock value? I think Mark Weisinger was a bad influence on him.
yeah.
Because it's all sensationalist. Like, let's make it look like the Legion are a bunch of greedy shitheads. When we all know I don't care. The youngest of the readers of that series, which have to be, what was their average age? Maybe 8, 9, 10, 12, somewhere up in there. I don't care how old you were. If you were a regular reader of that comic book, you knew that was crap, that was going to, at the end, there was going to be some reason and they were going to be fine. So
also, there's no longevity to that gimmick. It's like you read the comic and you're taking the first couple covers, and then after that, you know the game, and you move on to something else. I don't know why. What? Sorry, I was going to say Weisenheimer too, but
it is.
You see, I told you, Flavia's ruined this entire thing. Now
you ruined a generation. Yeah,
everyone's
ruined a lot of things too. So.
Everyone's
I don't know
gonna
what he
call
was
him
thinking, because it doesn't make sense. There's no. I mean,
The
can't
guy
you
was
move
so
on from that?
sleazy, the shit he did. Believe me, we're doing. He deserves it. No, you're saying, Sean. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say I don't know why you couldn't just move on from that. I don't know if people in the office were like, "Buddy, can we like do something else here?" But no. Anyway.
All right, so hold on, boys and girls. Phantom Outsider wants us to look at this. Earn $5 to $50 or more easily, quick, and spare time. Wow, like
right. DC Comics was not responsible.
No,
they were. What I mean by that, they were irresponsible having stupid ads like that.
Is that so? That ad is for working for them or something, or?
No, I'm just saying they should. I mean, they were DC and Marvel were irresponsible. The kind of garbage they put in their ads. I mean, it was funny to look at them now, but they were absolute criminals. Run by the mob in some cases. I mean,
yeah. So they're saying, ask your parents for money and then keep some of it.
Yeah.
Like,
we're total scammers.
I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy. Decide what you want to buy with the money you earn and write it on a name at the top of the blank of the thing below. Okay. Now, just show this order blank to your family, friends, neighbors who will be glad to help you, and ask them to write down their orders and collect a price of $1.25 per box. Send only 75% and keep 50 cents profit. What?
Mommy, daddy, can I do this? And they'll read it and go, no, son, smack.
That's great. You should post that on Facebook.
I'm saving it. I'll post it.
Oh my God.
Oh, the scams of those old comics. I mean, sea monkeys are one thing, but good Lord.
All right. So the superheroes have become, or the Legion has become the heroes for hire. There's this villain plan. There's this. Okay. So they're chasing this villain.
Did these people they can't just go arrest them.
Right.
Modulus.
I was saying modulus.
Yeah, modulus is fine. Okay, modulus. Space bilge. No old wives' tale is going to keep the science police from performing our duty, following her down. But anyway, they concoct a reason that they can't, a cockamamie reason that they can't go arrest these clucks, right? And so they got a crime wave. Oh yeah, this being is
the planet.
Is the planet. It's the livingest ego, the living planet, I guess. Modo.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Mogo, a living planet.
Mogo, yeah, the living planet.
Yeah.
Alan.
It's modulus.
Thanks for ripping off Shooter, Alan.
So
anyway, yeah, this planet, planet you, I guess. If you go arrest these people,
it'll eat you or punch you or grab you or something.
Right. So you can't do it. You're the Legion, okay? You got to think of. they have to come up with this elaborate ploy to run their reputation through the mud.
Right.
To
yeah.
Go for it, Sean, because I got nothing.
No, I don't understand this story. I thought I was missing something. And I was like, what, this was your plan? And then they try to make it all back by just paying people with interest. But it's like, like money isn't
destroy their trust in you.
Yeah, you almost killed people and stuff. It's like they have that trauma about it. So yeah,
it's so.
They people keep getting so the crime. Okay, so the criminals have discovered that if they do their crimes and they go to this planet, no one can really do anything because the planet itself will just attack you. So the Legion come up with this idea that they're going to collect as much money and different forms of currency. There's like living currency, there's the diamonds and reflecting things and all this different kinds of currency. They're going to do that and then get all this currency together to lure the criminals out. And then there's going to be a chain reaction that's going to eliminate the planet. It was so weird. But the problem is that they all turn into a-holes and they won't do any heroics unless you pay them. So
but they can get that money by other means.
Right. Like, I do have to point out this like Doctor Strange stuff panels here. Like
what go right here. These 2 pages are really they're kind of cool. Win Mortimer's layouts are there, but this is Jack Abel right here, going for the crazy Ditko, trippiness. And I got to give him some credit for those pages.
If they're neat.
Yeah, very Ditko, I think. Who was doing this kind of stuff at the time at Marvel.
Yeah, so Brainy
said, hey, man, let's pull a little Ditko for a couple of pages.
Right.
Yeah.
Brainy inhaled some smoke. Superboy eats it up. It's like begin the interrogation. Who's this character standing in the shadow? It's Superboy.
I don't know, but we got Zeroids, folks. Remember Zeroids?
Right.
Zeroids. Dun, 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 dun.
Zeroids. I was very, very young, but I seem to remember seeing them and getting. I don't know if we got any for Christmas one year or what. Zero. That is
Zeroids.
No,
Zeroids in disguise.
Yes,
brought to you by Ideal. I bet Fanty remembers Zeroids. I don't know. He's old enough.
Zeroids.
They didn't last really all that long.
Yeah, they look cool.
Who is
back then
Modulus?
you had a lot of toys like that. So they were cool.
Yeah.
Modulus is Modo. They say he was created right with it. He was, I don't know what that means. And he's a part of it. Every single piece of that planet obeys his will as much as my arms obey mine. No one can defy a whole planet.
Wait a minute.
Superboy, you cut a planet in half in your own series not too long ago. Perhaps you could do something similar.
Yeah, but there's kryptonite there.
So wait a minute. The Green Lantern planet character
Mogo.
is Mogo, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And this is Modo.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Would be correct.
And I'll say that Mogo story is cute. Like, and they did an adaptation of it for one of the Green Lantern cartoon
Green
movies.
Lantern.
Yep, I watched that.
It's cool. I have that story in 2 digists actually.
Yeah,
Bolfunga. I like
Bolfunga.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love it. That's one of my favorite Alan Moore stories.
Yeah.
I love it. But here's the shocker, guys. I don't think you fully realize the shocker that you just saw and just glossed right over. That there's kryptonite in this story.
Oh yeah, there's kryptonite. Yeah, on Modo.
Can you believe they never use that in the Legion story?
No, never.
As an excuse to keep Superboy at bay.
Well, they went to the local convenience store and they picked up
They said, "Why is there's kryptonite on Modo?" Well, where is there not kryptonite?
They went to the Walmart and got the great value kryptonite.
No, Costco. They went to Costco and got the
family size pack.
Family size pack of kryptonite.
Is there Alderaan night anywhere? It blew up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
Alderaan night.
Jesus Christ! Every planet that blew up.
Princess Leia. Dude, you think you have us, don't you? I certainly do, Emperor. My rebellion will take you down. I don't think so. Bring out the Aldernite. Aldernite.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah. What in the? I'm just saying, if a planet blew up, the night is somewhere.
Hey, so what about Arthur with his towel? Earthenite or whatever, because Earth blows up in Hitchhiker's Guide, so he could be taken down by that.
Yes, it was Arthur Dent.
Arthur
would be affected by Earthenite. So, I just wow, man, where is there not kryptonite? It went everywhere in the universe. In fact, the whole planet. It just ended up somewhere, obviously.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man.
So so they can't do anything about it.
Anywhere in the universe at this point.
Yeah. Well, I've got this idea. We're gonna become assholes, and then we'll explain it in 4 panels at the end.
They go off to confirm for like days, and they come out, and that was the big plan. Let's be greedy dickweeds for some reason.
Look.
And they all went along with it. Like, great idea, Brainiac 5. People will hate our guts. But then when it's all over, we'll say, just kidding.
Yeah.
And we'll stop the great crime with, they'll love us again. Although they might go, I don't know, man. You guys this plan was really stupid.
Please stop joking with us. This ship's going to crash. Can you help us out, Super?
For a fee. I'm listening, you guys. I mean, hey, I like how he says, hey, I can take a little crash into the sea. I don't know about you guys. But,
I'm doing the Larry David. I'm
not really in the mood. I mean,
it's like,
Superboy. Here's what he says, fine, now we can do business.
Yeah.
So what if they called your bluff? Well, look, this is ridiculous, man. You don't do this. I don't know what's happening to you.
Yeah, psych.
Well, let him die.
Yeah. What if the guy didn't pay?
Well, look, I'm kind of short of cash, Superboy. Can I owe you? Screw you, pal.
No.
Yes,
I need cash. You can't be messing around with no IOUs. What do you think this is here?
I think they set that thing up on purpose to crash. I guess I don't know.
Well, what was that? What was that? What do you all think this is here? Boise, Idaho, or something? That was from. Was that from Adventures in Babysitting?
Maybe.
What was it? She's like, "Can you drop us off at a mall?" And he's like, "No." He goes, "I'm not driving to a mall or whatever." And he goes, "What do you think we all here, Boise?" I think there's a line from a movie where it's, "Where do you think we are here, Boise, Idaho?"
Well, at least they have commerce and not a bunch of pinkos like in Star Trek. Although Star Trek doesn't obey its own rules. Half the time, we don't use money in the 20th century, and then other times they're buying stuff and spending money all over the place.
Yeah.
I never understood it. I still don't understand.
They don't either. They absolutely don't, because they buy things.
Because they get pay packets, like Kirk clearly says on episodes where he goes, "Oh, it's going to be in your pay pack or whatever."
Scotty, you just earned your pay for the week.
Yeah.
What pay got done? We're supposed to be a bunch of bunnies.
We don't get paid. Well, you get paid?
Yeah.
Maybe Kirk does get paid, and nobody knew about it.
I don't get paid.
How about Trek 4, where she goes, let me guess, they don't use money in the 23rd century. Well, we don't. Oh, and maybe at the beginning, he also said, hey, they're still using money. We have to find some.
Right.
Well, okay, but they still buy stuff all the time. But whatever.
Yeah. Maybe it's monopoly money. You're right.
Notice that people in the 23rd century just give things to each other.
All right. So
here
I saved him.
Write out his check, and because if he doesn't, he's going to get his fingers broken by Superboy.
He's like, blackmail. It's not blackmail. It's payment services.
I mean, hey, it's nice place you have here, sir. Be ashamed if anything happened to it.
Protection money.
Wow.
Damn you, Superboy. Look how much money he took from him.
Yeah, look at dude, you can write kick a check.
And now what if this guy said, "No, I'm not going to pay you"?
What's he going to do? He's going to probably be mean to him, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
So
okay. Oh, Karate Kid's on a mission now. Karate Kid.
He was attacked by a mob.
Right. He beat the crap out of them.
There were some people that were trying to. Oh yeah, they were trying to steal this guy's book. No, they were holding this guy's precious books hostage. So he goes in to save the books because the guy offered him. He asked for money for it.
Yeah, save the clock tower.
I'd like a little reward. So he goes, yeah, you name it. So he goes in there. He finds out the books are worth $5 million.
It's just, yeah.
So
$5 million. I had no idea it was so much. I refuse to pay it. Fine, I'll just put the criminals right back
in there.
I'll just put the criminals right back in there.
$5 million.
Yeah, he actually went like this in the other panel.
His pinky.
$5 million.
Oh man! And then the mob attacked you because you're an asshole.
Right. Boo, Karate Kid, you suck.
I think if I was when this comic came out, I was about maybe 4 or 5 years old, but even then I would have probably been pissed off.
Yeah, this is goofy.
No, the Legion are being silly. I don't believe it for a second.
Meet the Press, I love it.
Press. Wow, they still have that show? They still make that show after 1,000 years. I'm David Brinkley for the 14th. And now it's Meet the Press, the Legion of Superheroes. What's happened to them? Money-grubbing, evil Republicans or what?
What has become of you guys?
Oh, God.
It's like, wait a minute, these guys are a-holes. Yeah. Even me with my stupid mustache can tell they're a-holes. Yeah. Excuse me. We can't do anything against Modulus. It's like all the criminals go to Modulus. Well, can't you stop them before they go there? No.
Can I ask a question?
Like,
what the hell does a planet need with money? I don't know.
Maybe it's trying to buy some moons.
Where does he
the
spend
planet's
it?
like, I need some more moons here. I'm gonna buy some moons to have them circle. You know,
I mean, he didn't have to buy a house. Where does he spend it?
What does he
buy
buy?
cars?
Starship. Yeah.
That's what it's got. I think the funniest part of this is when Karate Kid buys a car.
Yeah, he wants to keep it at the end. He's like,
he wants to. Oh, damn!
Well, I didn't know we were supposed to just like keep it around. I thought we were supposed to spend it.
So they got cars with wheels. And somehow that's cooler than a flying car. I don't buy it.
Yeah, did he not know the plan was to give back the money?
I guess
no, they never told him.
He's got a rich girlfriend, dude. That's another thing. The parts with her are dumb because she's like well, we're not way into it yet. But
this guy's upset that his thumb goes into another panel.
Yeah, he's so mad.
Down past by the border, the panel border. Boo! Down with the
Legion. He broke the.
You know, I'm pretty sure the Legion are deputized agents of the law. They've broken their Legion code, so I think the law would put them out of business. But no, why aren't they getting maybe not arrested is the wrong word, but maybe the Legion should be taken out of authority, or taken, know what I mean, like decommissioned by the authorities who do control them. The science police would fire him.
Yeah, why does Superboy have old man hands?
Jack Abel. Jack Abel's inks are. I mean, I think he did a pretty cool job on the Ditko page, but I don't know.
He's got like 5 digits on one hand, like one finger. Anyway,
that's Howard Stern's cousin, Jack Abel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you said. Yeah.
3D TV. Why? What do you mean 3D TV?
Well, they predicted 3D TV.
It just sounded like futuristic, I guess.
Yeah.
Princess Projectra feels bad because she's the only one with feelings. It's like I kind of feel bad about this plan. Are you sure this is the right plan here? Yep, we're sure. Okay.
Just keep in mind what's at stake, doll. Yeah, no, I don't even know the reader doesn't know what is at stake, and we don't know.
You set this whole other dilemma. It's like, and it's of their own making. Like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I feel like they could have okay. I get that the planet. So just to remind everybody, the planet the planet is a creature. The criminals are hiding out on the planet because they're safe there. So I don't understand why Superboy can't stop these guys from getting to the planet. Like they have to leave. If this is the planet, they have to leave the planet, do crimes, and then come back. Right. So when they go to do it, stop them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I don't understand I actually don't even understand the dilemma. Okay, I understand. Once they make the planet.
Yes. Stake out the planets. So, block it out.
Yeah, like why can't Chameleon Boy go undercover? Invisible Kid go undercover there. Invisible Kid can go there. Chameleon Boy can go there. Find out when people are going to leave the planet to go do their crimes, and then stop them that way. It's just weird. Anyway, okay, so this looks cool.
You've got before that. Oh, wait, what's that page? Oh, that does look cool. No, before that other panel. There you go, back to the panel with the news guy.
Yeah.
His name. Good evening. This is Walter. This is Donnell S. Luce. Donnell S. Luce? The worldwide 3D news. The crime wave that has been plaguing the galaxy has reached epidemic proportions, and I'm wearing shorts. The science police has caught innumerable offenders, but still hundreds more each day appear, knowing that a refugee exists on the planet, Modo. We don't know what they're doing about it, but if you continue to the next page, you'll see some cool ads that are way cooler than this crappy story.
That's cool, man.
3D news, bringing the news into your home.
Your home. So this was, yes, indeed, man. This was the Superman, Batman, Superman hour, and then the Aquaman
show.
The Filmation cartoons.
Yeah.
On CBS. That was when they were showing them on Sundays. Yeah.
Wow. That must have been a dream for kids that were into the comics. It's like,
how I first saw all these characters was all on Sunday and Saturday, and even the Sunday morning ones.
Yeah.
The Galactic Guard has been called out to blockade Modo, but modulus, defenses keep them at such distance that criminals still have relatively free access for some reason we don't understand. Meanwhile, I love this part. Disillusioned Earth asks today, where are the Legion of Superheroes? The answer is in deep space. Apparently, they are using a Legion cruiser as the HQ for their mercenary operations of late. Those bastards spending all that money probably up there.
Mercenaries.
So it doesn't make any sense. This is it. Oh yeah, there it is. Now this is the little girl
from the cover.
Yeah, and you got to give him credit. There's actually a scene sort of like the one on the cover in the comic, because that's rare.
Yeah.
Whoa, I'll slow her descent. So Superboy, look at all the money he's got.
All the money all those people had. So or I'll let her splat all over the concrete. It's not worth this.
It's like brand recognition is everything. They're hurting the Superman brand here.
I hate it. I'd be mad if I were a kid reading this back then. I got mad when I read it the first time. That was 1983 or 5, whatever it was. I think it was in a digest. Anyway, so, and here they got a used car lot for some reason. With cars, not air cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, buy a Jetmobile. Hey, where's my money? Okay, here you go. And they've got this living currency, which I just is just so kooky.
This was cool. Weird.
They had these guys before.
They did.
Yeah.
I remember. Sergeant Rock.
Living money. Yes, that's nice. That's cool.
Anyone who could beat me wins money. So Karate Kid comes and beats the shit out of this guy.
This is, in any other context, this would be kind of cool just because it's him fighting.
Yeah.
But that's money. That's all the guy's got. Poor dude.
Yeah.
All he has is canisters of stuff or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'll take all your Mercurian gas money or whatever. And you can just starve, Val.
Yeah.
Wow.
So meanwhile, the other people are getting upset. So what's going on though? The reason they're showing all this stuff is because each form of currency is completely different and weird. So it's not, we're not used to the the reader, we're not used to these kinds of currency, living currency, this gas currency, all this other stuff.
Right.
She's getting these like orbs here, and there's like these mirror things. So they're to make a long story short, they're collecting all of this different types of currency because it's going to be used.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Karate Kid, just like in the movie, gets a yellow vintage car.
Yeah, I like how it's called an Astro Vet. I guess it's after a Corvette.
Yeah,
Astro Vet. Cool name.
Yeah.
And they have roads for some reason. So
roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads.
But they do, though. Why do they have roads? They have all these air car thingies. I guess people will still like the feel of driving. I guess. Okay, maybe. I mean, sure. Fine. Maybe. I don't know. What's the point of having tires when you can have a flying car? Maybe they got bored of flying cars instead of wanting to go back to the old way. It's retro, throwback. What? I don't know.
Maybe it's more like a light cycle where it's not really like a wheel. It's just like this weird thing. I don't know, but she's going shopping for perfume, which is great.
Like she couldn't before anytime since she's so rich. Anyway.
Right. Yeah. Meanwhile, in space, explosion. No. Yep. Okay, let's get out of here. So these are the criminals now. And hey, Chemical King, booyah!
Hey, Chemical King, we need your power. Wow, thank goodness you finally needed my power for something.
Yeah,
you guys are a bunch of mercenaries now. Shut up and just do it, dope.
So that he uses his chemical thing, and now these guys come out and start eating the other money, and then this reaction with this gas causes something to hit this shimmering money, and then some light comes,
the criminals,
and then Moto is like destroyed or something. I don't know. I completely lost.
There's a whole mousetrap Rube Goldberg thing. It's like
right,
something triggers another thing,
Yeah.
And they tell two friends, and so on and so on.
Yes.
I don't know. Stuff happens. Classic comics. What's going on, brother?
DC
classic.
What's up, dude? And then it's over.
And it's
just like, all right, you guys go away now. We don't know what we're doing here. This story, just call it over. You don't have to think about it again ever.
Yeah. It's like, oh, we'll pay everybody back with interest. That's it.
Yeah, it's like some kid bought this for, what is this, 40 cents or 20 cents or something?
I think it's 12.
12? Yeah. And they're like, I don't know, could have gotten a bunch of penny candies for this. Like, what the hell, man?
Yeah. I mean, the Legion doesn't even do anything cool in this one.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So next we have Adventure Comics, volume only, number 378, cover dated March of 1969. Writer Jimmy James Shooter, penciler Jimmy James Shooter, also penciler Wen Mortimer, another inked by Jack Abel, letterer Joe Letteris, and of course again editor Mark Weisinger.
And the cover is by
Jackass
Shooter.
Oh, sorry, the cover is by Kurt Swan and Neil Adams. Sorry.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Nothing but Adams covers going on these days.
So this one, I got a weird thing on this one. I really like the concept of what's happening, and I think it's really kind of awesome. But it's like Brainiac doesn't like. It's like you need to start thinking about like right away. You should be thinking about how we can stop this from happening. But I like this idea that each person deals. Yeah, like it's like each character deals with it in their own way. It's weird. It's like it's very smart, but then it's kind of dumb.
It's because of something that we're reminded of at the end.
Yeah. Okay. So let's.
Which we'll get to, I guess.
We'll get to.
Yeah, I'm with you because it is a lot of. It's an interesting setup and there's a lot of. I mean, we'll get to it. There's a lot of actually good stuff in it compared to. It's more well thought out and it's more of an intelligent, mature story than that last idiocy.
So it's Brainiac's birthday. They got him this organ.
Nobody else is invited to the party but these guys for some reason.
Right. Yeah, what the heck? And
Rome
they're
is Egypt.
boogieing away. Dun-it, dun-it,
Bump,
dun-it,
bump, bump, bump.
dun-it. That's from that's the Transformers dance music. They always use the same dance music.
Oh, okay.
And dance music in the Transformers cartoon, it's literally the same tune. So like, thanks, man. That's great. Let's all have a glass of whatever this stuff is.
Right.
So they all take a sip. Cheers. Happy birthday, Brainiac. Glub, 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 glub. Oh my God, we've all been poisoned. We have 12 hours to live.
Oh, so, and of course, wait for it. You might say, young reader, yeah, but certainly that wouldn't affect Superboy. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It does. Why do you think it does? Jay?
There's
would you do the honors?
kryptonite. Dee. Oh, wait a minute. There's kryptonite in the thing.
And it's getting into your blood, and he says, it didn't feel any green K, no pain, no ease. Yeah, that's the clever part. The K was enclosed in microscopic capsules of lead. It's being released into your blood so slowly you won't even notice till the end is near. Wow. Kryptonite is everywhere in every molecule of the universe. I don't know how he ever has any powers, ever.
Yeah.
We are going to die.
We are going to
die.
Okay. So you got 12 hours left on Earth. Go do what you want.
Yep.
That's
what I'm going to do.
That's it.
Remember, you know what? Remember when I took all that money in that last issue and I didn't spend it on hookers and blow? I stayed a little of it.
Yeah, that's it. They're going to now. Yeah, no Supergirl. Yeah, no, I know what kind of. Yeah, you can't have a party without Supergirl there. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't understand that she's not at his birthday party. Damn it. What's wrong, man?
Okay. So the next parts. This is a character story. The premise is like it's a bit goofy. Like, oh, they're all just poisoned. Okay, that's it. They all just give up immediately.
Yeah,
Brainiac's going to try to find a cure.
He knows for certain immediately there's no cure.
Right. Yeah. There's no cure. Oh, okay.
It's like
he tries to find one though.
They might have kept if they kept Superboy out of it because you had to find because his poison's altered from the other one. So if you can change it in that way,
right?
I don't know. They all have kryptonite in it for some reason. I don't. Why would they keep that in mine? I can stop it. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, the
brain hurts.
So this is dumb, but then the rest of this is kind of nice. It's like Superboy goes back to Smallville and sees Lana and realizes, wow, she's really pretty, and I never really noticed before, and I always thought she was annoying, but I kind of like her.
Yeah.
And then he's shaking hands with everybody. This made me feel like the All-Star Superman, where it's like Superman's got a certain time left, and he's trying to do a lot of good in that last remaining time that he has. Superboy's
this
like,
panel is great. I like his pose, and I like the guys around him and stuff.
It's shaking hands.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Yay, Superboy. Then the Zeroids have to butt in again.
Yeah, Zeroids. He's like, oh, choke, I'll never see their faces again. And he looks at his mom and dad, and he's upset. And then Superboy now just goes and starts doing a bunch of heroic deeds. He's like, well, I got 12 hours. I may as well do what I can. Stop whatever the things like, oh, what I forgot.
He thought choke.
Oh, he thought choke.
He thought it, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, choke. I'm just thinking of choking right now. Choke. Choke. Hooray for Superboy. Yay. So he's been destroying all these things, fought this big creature, picked this crap up.
That's Superboy being pure Superboy. He knows he's got like 8 hours left. He's going to use it to go help as many people as he can. Love that story.
Duo Damsel feels bad as well. And
it's interesting, too, because she realizes there's not a whole lot she can do. I mean, she knows her power's limited. I mean, she can turn into two people, which can be not that useful at this particular time. And other times it can, let's be fair. And of course, she's cute. But she goes and she feels horrible for her parents. They're going to lose her. And just goes to spend time with them and splits into two to spend time with both of them. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, this is all really cool. She just goes to visit her parents for the last 12 hours of her life and doesn't say anything. She's like, I just want to have a normal day with my parents.
Well, she's able to have quality time with both of them at the same time.
Which was, again, very cute, very cool. And I love this, man. I love, it's kind of silly how he could just find the Fatal Five like that. Why wouldn't they do it before? But I don't care. I love Karate Kid so much. He wants to go out and battle. So he seeks out the most dangerous mother suckers in the galaxy to go after.
Yeah. Yeah, Karate Kid is like, I'm going to go find the Fatal Five and beat the crap out of them.
I'm going to go, like, make them kill me, man. I'm going to go out with a fight. I adore that. I mean, that's Val Armour. That's why I've always loved the character.
Yeah.
I just love it, man. He's a Klingon, dude. He wants to go out and fight. Die in battle. I love like that color. That's crazy. The cover used to give me the willies. Pretty cool.
Yeah, what the hell? Shadow of Death Part 2. Whoosh, goes into the cosmos.
Yes.
So there's this asteroid where he's like, well, how can the Fatal Five be on this asteroid? But then he's like, maybe it's hollow, and it is hollow. He goes through it and finds them, and he's fighting them. This is crazy.
They think it's the whole Legion at first, because why would one dude come after him?
Yeah. They're like, oh my God, we're being attacked. I mean, he takes them all on.
He takes them all on because he wants to die. He's like, you know what? I'm going to die. I may as well. Yeah, suicide run. Yeah.
Yep. I love it. This issue. Yeah. All this stuff is just so cool. It's taking on that's badass right there.
Yeah, fighting all these guys.
And he doesn't tell the rest of the group because they wouldn't let him do this. I mean,
Mano.
No powers, and he's taking on the 5 super-powered beings.
Uh-oh. It was all fun and games till Validus.
And he knew Validus. He was pretty sure Validus was going to waste him. I mean,
get him.
Man. Oh, this would have been like Kurt Swan and Murphy Anderson doing the art. That would have been so. I mean, the story deserved better art. Sorry, Win and Jack and Jim. Nothing personal. I would love to have seen better art on this story.
Yeah. Look at this. He punches a piece of this pillar into the guy's face.
Yeah. Persuader, take this in the face.
And then I love that he just shuts the eye out. And then he's like,
he's smart. He's such a smart fighter. He knows everything to do.
I thought of that classic Mano, the hand of fate. Yeah, it's like Manos.
Well, the movie should be called Hands, the Hands of Fate, pretty much, right? That's what it's called. Yeah. The guy's name is Mano, is Hando. So
the master isn't here right now.
Here comes the eye. Emerald Eye.
Yeah, so he shuts the door. She's like, what? And then he just spins her around because he doesn't slap her in this one. He spins her he dizzies her up. Then the eye comes out, but she's knocked out, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it didn't hurt her. So Tharok says, I think I might get my ass kicked by one non-powered dude.
But he's like, he's alone. Yep. He came alone, idiot.
Yeah, he doesn't understand. He can't believe it. And then, of course, there's Valdis. You're dead meat, pretty much.
Wanted to die in action, and I'm about to get my wish.
Yep.
But he's able to swing out of the way, and Validus, his energy blast was so strong that it penetrated everything.
Yeah, I love it.
Which is actually kind of cool.
Yeah,
it blasts through. He's like, "Oh my god, what the heck is this?" He shattered the other outer wall. Like, Validus, wait, you idiot! And then
so they have to escape.
Yep.
And Val lives to tell the tale.
Yeah.
Very, very cool stuff.
Now, Princess Projectra is hanging out at her, billionaire or trillionaire apartment or whatever. Oh, I missed Karate Kid. I'll make an illusion of him.
Illusion of her parents. And then she goes to the movies to watch the local romantic movie or whatever, and that doesn't do her any good.
Theater.
The mental sensations even don't do her any good.
In the 4D chairs that move around and stuff.
Yeah.
I like this random guy that shows up and just starts helping her out.
Who's this guy? Who is this dude?
It's me.
Yeah.
See, it's actually if it had a goatee, it'd be me.
He tells him, she's about to die. Oh, well, who isn't? Isn't that only 4 hours? Oh, well, that doesn't put a different complexion on it, but no biggie. He's not like anybody else might go, wow, oh my God, maybe you to go to the hospital or something? Nah, Brainiac Bud's smartest guy, and he won't even bother to fix it, so we're screwed. They're just like, well, okay.
Yeah, not the Pee Wee Herman Theater.
As far as we know.
You know what? I just discovered Tobor, and here's a Tobor reference right here.
Wow. I got a guy that comes into my chat every now and then. His thing is his handles Tobor the robot based on the old Tobor.
Which I did have. Tobor,
yeah. I used to have those, but anyway, he always acts like a robot. He stays in character and talks like a robot.
Yeah, 50s and 60s has some cool shit, man. I was born in the wrong.
I love me.
Well, 80s is cool too, though.
Oh yeah,
what are you talking about?
You were born way better.
Is awesome. I know, Jamie.
You guys were born just in time because you got to experience a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah,
that kids born too much after you guys, nothing. Well, especially anyone born in the 20s. I don't about anyone. I don't envy anyone born in the 21st century. Yuck.
Yeah.
20th century had character.
There's nothing fun. Like it's all sucked out. But yeah, at least in the 80s, you can experience the stuff from the previous decades, right? So
that's the thing.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
It's still around. It's still not old enough that you can't get it. Like you can still get it.
And plus, there was stuff that was so hot it was kind of current. Like they hadn't made Flintstones for 20 years when we were watching it, but everyone knew it. Everyone watched it.
Rerun. Yeah. Think. What is a rerun?
What's a rerun? I'll catch you on a rerun. What's a rerun? You'll find out.
Yeah.
So yeah, this guy's pretty much philosophizing.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to turn out to be something.
And he paid tuppence to feed the birds.
Yeah. Hey, take it easy, lovely lady. I won't even hit on you. Thanks.
That always pissed me off. In that I was with the father. But Dad, I want to feed I'm like, are you a dumb kid or what? It still pisses me off to this day. It's because I want to feed the birds. I'm like, why?
And make more birds if they're vermin.
Like it's like stop it. It's like save your tuppence. I wanted to feed the birds. This dumbass kid. Slap that kid in the face. Anyway, so this guy's feeding the birds and talking to pretty projector here. Yeah. Say, okay, well, thanks for letting me deal with my death. No problem. See ya.
Yeah. And aren't you glad I didn't hit on you or anything, even though I was too. I had.
It ain't gonna go anywhere. She only's got a few. Hey, baby, you only got a few hours to live.
Yeah, you want to go? I mean, you want to go out for some fun? I mean,
you want to go out for some fun here.
So here we go. We're all back at headquarters.
The last will and testament. Oscar Winterhaven Oglethorpe. Sorry, that's from Brain Donors.
I love Brain Donors.
Oh, you like that movie? I wanted to ask you about that privately because it's basically all the Marx Brothers skits put together as one movie.
It's a great homage to the Marx Brothers. Dennis Dugan directed it.
Yeah, I love it. I've memorized the movie.
I haven't seen it in decades. I'd love to watch that again.
Oh, I used to watch that like. I don't know. My friends, I memorized it. Like we could do like, what character do you want to be? And we would do the movie. Like it'd be like, who do you want to be? I'll be Flackpfizer. I'll be Jacques. Okay. And then we did.
I want to watch that again. I'm going to dig that up somewhere.
It's literally the Marx Brothers skits just.
Oh yeah.
Put together.
I wish they had done more than just that one. A couple like that are trying to be like Marx Brothers type movie.
All right, the last will and testament. I'll use my fingernail. Oh, okay. Thanks, Superboy. We know. We get it. You're strong. We get it. Thanks. I'll just use my fingernail.
I don't need a pen, see, like you guys would. Just saying.
See this pen? I don't need that. That's for losers.
That's for chumps.
Okay.
So what are you gonna leave everybody? Your finger writing sucks.
I'm gonna leave them my arsenal. Living room, dining room,
arsenal.
Yeah.
So she's gonna, and what's her name? projector is very nice. She's gonna leave bazillions of bucks, I guess.
Yeah.
Duo damsel, poor sweetheart's only gonna leave like tapes of her. What does it say? Her logs or something for whatever. That's
Yeah,
fine.
what,
I mean, they all do what they can, you know. Her Legion arc,
my
her
tape
Legion
diary,
activities
my
for the
diary.
activity. Yeah, that's, you know, she's a sweetie. What's she gonna do? And then weapons that no one else can use but me. I'll leave those.
Yeah,
There they go.
so my kryptonite behind. I do like that Brainiac is like, look, Superman or Superboy can't die. That's going to affect everybody. There'll be no Man of Steel movie. There'll be no.
Yeah.
There'll be no Christopher Reeve movie. So,
there you go. That's a problem.
So that's a problem. He's like, dope.
Yeah, no Mighty Mouse, no like other imitators, like
Yeah, there's no Mighty
gone.
Yeah, no,
no Super Grover. Like,
but then he freaking thinks of the miracle. Oops. Why didn't you think it when Superboy could have done something about it and opened it?
Oh, I can't open. Damn it, open.
There was probably.
It'll do you no good, Autobot.
So this is ridiculous.
Yeah, so now they're just dying. And they're dying. And this guy comes in laughing. I have killed the Legion.
I've got them.
Its name, I am Namor, Prince of Atlantis.
Yeah. Who is he?
Who is he? What is he? Where does he come from? He's OCP's latest? No.
Well, you'll just have to wait, Mr. Smarty Pants.
That's it. Oh, no, it's a to be continued. How do you like them apples?
I know anyone reading the comic was not happy. I always got pissed off when they did this.
Yeah.
And they did it all the time.
I did not. I legitimately do not know. Like there's a guy that comes in. I kind of started to go to the next issue, but I was like, so I don't know who the bad guy is. Was it time? It's not Time Trapper, right? I don't know who it. We'll find out in 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
I feel like this. He's done. I can't say anything.
2 weeks.
I mean, even if I say that, I won't. No, I won't say it. And it's been so long since I've even read this goddamn thing. What I mean, yeah,
Giant Action Comics.
Yeah, you got to get that Action Comics right there, man. Supergirl.
That's awesome.
Taking over Superman's comic.
Oh, I read this one where he throws her. I read this one. It's so great. He's like, "Get out of here, Supergirl, you loser!" And he throws her away. That's the best. Listen, one of my favorite covers is where when a hero is throwing away another hero, and you can literally do like a stream on just the covers of heroes throwing away other heroes, like the Legion girls where they're throwing the boys away. It's like, get out of here, you boys, and they're throwing them
away. Supergirl's fair world to Earth. Superman's like throwing her in a tube.
Superman bottling her up and throwing her away because she sucks. This is like the best.
Could she like leave on her own? Yeah, I don't know.
Well, can't she break out of that and be like, "No, Superman, you're not gonna throw me away"? Like, what the heck?
Yeah, I did get it.
Yeah. Oh, I love this. This looks like a great Action Comics.
You have that one?
No, I don't have that one. Oh, there's that bar. I got to get rid of that bar so my face isn't my beautiful face. My face. Oh, my beautiful face.
Okay. So,
all right, what's next?
78. So let's see here. Next is
where's my notes? Comic notes.
379, Adventure 379, Adventure 380, and then Action Comics 377. We got those numbers. That's weird. And then there's an Action Comics 370. Yeah, I guess those are shorter. Maybe we could do. Well,
yeah. So
just do 3 comics. That's what. And then when we get into the action,
yeah, we can do that.
Get like the next action from there. Start doing 3 at a time.
So yeah, so it's 379 and 380. That's for sure. Now, what Action Comics do you have? Because my thing says Action Comics 381. But I'm
looking at a Legion chronology, right?
Let me look at my other one. Hold on.
Action Comics number 3. Oh, okay. 377 is a reprint.
Okay.
From Adventure Comics 300. Let me pull up my Legion. My Action Comics on there on the Read Comics Online thingy. So 377 All right. So 377 is, let's say, reprints. There's a reprint in the back of that. It's an old one from Adventure Comics. 300. So Action 78. The second half of the story. Let me go down to it here. I'm looking at it now.
So I've got 377 for Action, but you're saying that's a reprint, right?
Yep, according to what I just looked at it, it's a reprint. So that's a reprint. So in the second half of Action 378 is a new story.
Okay.
And it's a, let me check the page right, the page count. It is a 10-pager.
Okay, so we'll do it.
9.5 pager, looks like. So yes, that's a bit less than what we've been doing.
Right.
What did I say? 378. Okay.
So do you want to do 379 as well then?
We can. Yeah, I mean, but first we got to do those 2 regular size ones.
Right. Okay, so we'll just do. We could look. It's like we could probably squeeze in a 4th one, because they're short, right?
Yeah, they're short. They're all going to be They're backups. So
Adventure 378, and then Adventure 379.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh no! We did 78 just now, so it's 79 and 80.
Right. So my chronology. I don't know which one you have. I got one that I got a PDF of it. I could send you or something on a Google Drive. All right,
Yeah,
I've got Adventure 379. Yeah. And then Adventure 380. Yes.
And then Action 378 and Action 379.
We could do that. Isn't that weird?
That is weird how that all kind of came about.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, let's do those. We could do 4.
Okay.
Like,
because 2 of those are combined for like 1.
Right. Okay.
And just skip 377 of Adventure because that's a read.
All right, there you go. So I will mark that.
Yeah,
mark
to
it.
James T. Skywalker.
Mark it 8, dude. Oh, hey, Captain. Project. Oh, for sure. Princess Projectra is awesome. She might be my favorite of the ladies so far.
Yeah.
Though I do like Saturn Girl, but Projectra just is doing it. I don't know. She's doing it for me. So Adventure. Let me get the covers so I can have that ready. Comics, Adventure Comics, and then Action Comics. Okay.
Yes, sir.
378.
Let's see here. Some of the bad news is we're going to be leaving Mr. Shooter for a while. Dang it. Not too thrilled about that.
He's getting corrupted, though.
Morty, you bastard.
Yeah.
Weisinger. There you go. That's his name.
Weisinger.
Weisinger?
Weisenheimer. Weisinger. No, it's Weisinger, yeah.
Weisinger?
I'm reading this comic now. It's a comic from a few years ago. I don't know if you guys are familiar with a guy named Howard Chaykin, but I know it.
Yeah, I know the name.
He did a comic back in 2018 called Hey Kids Comics, and it's basically about him comics history. You know the show Mad Men? That's about advertising business and stuff.
Oh,
Matt,
yeah.
In the 50s,
with your favorite lady.
Oh yeah. Well, this is basically sort of like that for the comics industry, starting in the golden age, and he basically made different names for all the people who were really in it.
Yeah.
And he's got Weisinger in there. He really trashes everybody with this comic, just about it, with a few exceptions. John Byrne's Fantastic Four. I don't know. We're going to start with real Fantastic Four.
Yeah, the real one first, and then
the beginning 1 through 102, the Kirby era. Joe Dog, that.
I I made that the other night and I was so happy with it. I was like, oh, that is,
That's
I
beautiful.
love it.
I love it, man.
I'm really loving this.
Anything I know everyone's like, oh, I love Marvel. If you actually love Marvel, you love Fantastic Four, like this run that we're gonna do, because it birthed the Marvel universe.
This is
the color, the
Yeah.
atmosphere of it, the constant reinvention and imagination. Like that is that run of comics.
And if it's not to your cup of tea, but you do love Marvel, you still should give it a look, because just to know, it's always good to know your roots, where you come from and stuff. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna prove our boy wrong. We're gonna prove Chato wrong on that. On this
I
one.
don't get. I don't
know. I'm like 90% with that guy, and then every so often he'll say something dumb, and I'm like, "What happened?"
Commander Rick would probably love.
Of course he would. Commander Rick would have beat him up.
He made a whole episode about Jack Kirby. So yeah.
You saw Chato say that too? I thought it was just me.
No, I heard it through the grapevine
before on Midnight's Edge a few times.
It wasn't just me imagining it, because it's so
outrageously
I
was stunned by it. Yeah. Because the thing is, J-Man and I know a show called Prisoners of Gravity, hosted by his friend, Rick. I can't remember his last name. But yeah, like, and that guy is a big comics guy, and he did a whole thing on Jack Kirby. There's an episode, I don't know if you've seen this show, Clobby, Prisoners of Gravity.
Yeah, I think so.
There was a whole Jack Kirby tribute episode where they had a brand new interview with him at the time, and he was getting low on health, but he talked a great deal about his characters and what he had in mind and everything. And apparently when he did the interview, he came in feeble and stuff, and they didn't know if he was going to be able to talk. And then when they asked him a question, he went right into it and just like talked at length. And his wife is Dolores, is that her name?
Sure.
Roz.
Yeah, Roz. Yeah, she was crying because she hadn't seen him talk that long in a while. But he was just talking about like the origins of everything at the time. It was like the early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Well, I mean, he just seemed to. I mean, in Chato, and I'm a big fan. He said that about all he said. What he said was so puzzling. He said the Fantastic Four were nothing until they were nothing until the Galactus saga. I'm like, that is ignorant.
Yeah, don't they encounter the Inhumans and the Skrulls and
Doctor Doom? They resurrected Submariner. They introduced Doctor Doom. It's just they basically. But the point is, not only that, without them, there's no other. The rest of the Marvel universe doesn't happen without them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And to say they're nothing, or they were. I mean, you could now if you are. I never really liked them much till the Galactus. That's a matter of taste, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But if you say they were nothing sauce, or they were nothing,
they were trash,
insignificant.
Yeah.
Again, if you just didn't care for them, that's I don't care about that. But if you're saying they were insignificant before Galactus, you know nothing about comics history.
Right.
And that guy
I was shocked when I got those when I started getting those trades. And I'm like, oh my god, like everything is fantastic. Like Fantastic Four is everything. It is the Marvel.
Yeah. No, it's like a reaction to Amazing Spider-Man. It's like every single issue is a banger. Every single issue introduces a classic villain, except for the Outsiders. But every single issue, and it's the same thing with Fantastic Four. Like every single issue introduces a brand new concept that became canon and infamous and legendary for the entire Marvel universe, right? So I don't know. It's weird to say that it's crap until Galactus comes along. Like,
yeah, to say it's insignificant or however he put it.
Yeah,
I'm like what now? I can't even wrap my brain around not only the concept that anyone could even say that.
Right.
I don't know where I don't even get you. I don't get you. I don't get you. And I mean that respectfully. I like the guy.
Mm-hmm.
I've only talked to him like once or twice. I think I wasn't on with him when he said that one.
Were you on that or no?
I wasn't. I think I was listening to it at that time. I've been on with him before, but
yeah.
Oh my god! It's like I was like, you're gonna beat it. You're gonna like fight him right there.
Oh, if I'd been there, I'm not saying that would do anything, you know.
Yeah, Watcher is from Fantastic Four. Yeah, all these things that
Watcher.
became
Yeah,
Marvel,
Watcher.
like the Marvel universe.
Scrolls, Namor. Yeah, bringing Namor back
Watcher.
in. Like,
Mortis. Basically, which was the starts of Kang, but even though Kang started in Avengers. Nick Fury.
Oh yeah.
From there springs Shield, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even though Shield wasn't necessarily started in FF, it was Nick Fury. The first crossover of all, Thing and Hulk. The first team crossover, Thing and Avengers. It was the first time that the X-Men crossed over with FF as well. It's insanity. I don't even know how you. It's one of those things. I don't know how to answer it. I'm like, can that be a joke? I mean, I can't take it. Almost can't take it seriously.
Well, he's not going into detail. That's the thing.
No. I think, and we also have evidence in the sense that, like, again, you always have to go with, like, when they started to license out the things. I mean, FF was taken. So who did Fox grab right? Well, I mean, Spider-Man and X-Men were the first two right out of there. Like, they're not going. We're taking those.
Yeah, Fox was X-Men. Sony was Spider-Man. Sorry. Spider-Man was the subject of a whole legal battle, and Sony won. Somehow, I don't know how. But,
I don't know. I didn't follow that.
Everybody had a claim to Spider-Man because the TV shows and the cartoons.
Right.
And various deals that were done before.
But Fox also got Fantastic Four, and they got right, didn't they? Weren't those Fox movies?
Fox had X-Men and Fantastic Four. If they were smart, they would have ruled the cinema now with those two properties.
That's the biggest two teams ever.
Yeah, you can do solo things with both, and you can do team things. You could do crossovers. There's all sorts of satellite villains that they can fight that were part of the package. They really ruined that. Tom Rothman had no idea what he had with that.
Yeah, no, guys, just try to fathom this for a second. You got X-Men and Fantastic Four. Like, you could spend your life, doing X-Men. Just you do one X-Men movie. Then the next year you do a Fantastic Four. Then the next year you do an X-Men. Then the next year you do a Fantastic Four. Yeah. You could do that till you die, and you will not run out of things to do. I don't know.
Yeah, no, you can, but they tried, but they're in a studio, right? So they tried to do slow things, and he sucked. It's like that Wolverine thing is dumb,
I adapt. No, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say that they tried, but they failed, and also Fantastic Four, like, do a team one, Fantastic Four. You can do a Thing movie. You can do a Human Torch movie if you wanted, and then have another Fantastic Four movie. You could do a whole franchise of films with just that. The thing is, you need to be on point with the characters. Mm-hmm. Like, people need to want to watch a Thing movie because they think Thing is great. It's the same thing with Human Torch. And then you got X-Men. It's like you could have made a whole Storm movie or a whole freaking. They tried to do Gambit, they couldn't even get that off the ground. Gambit sucks anyways, but like compared to the other characters.
Yeah, but they could have made him not suck.
Yeah.
Right. It's not a dead character. You could do a lot of cool shit if you wanted to.
Yeah. What club are you gonna say?
Oh no, I was gonna say. Basically, and I agree with everything you said there, Sean. I mean, the Fantastic Four movie, my setup is this. We make it a period piece. We adapt. The first film is adapt the first 4 issues. You start out, you need to tell the origin properly, but you can take up a quarter of the film doing that. And then the second two, you establish the second issue, establish the Skrulls. You do a take on that. Doesn't be word for word from the comic, but you establish the Skrulls. In the third issue, you use that to establish more of the team up, and you can even throw some other things in there. So basically, and yes, because you're adapting the first issue, you will have the Mole Man.
Yeah, I would use Mole Man.
And then you adapt the classic issue number 4, which is bringing back the Submariner, who was attacking the surface world with monsters. And the movie ends with that. And at the end of that movie, you finally meet Dr. Doom, who we meet in issue 5. And you meet him at the end of that one, and that's your next movie starts off with Doom and Namor. you go from there.
You need to do Mole Man first, the way, because
Mole Man's first.
That guy, I don't think people are really. We'll talk about more when we do. We don't gonna get ahead of ourselves, but like, it's so important to show Mole Man, because right away you have space, you have anomalies in space that have created these guys, but then you have Hollow Earth stuff.
Yeah.
So in the first movie, you've established weird outer space, futuristic sci-fi crap. And then you've also established that Earth has many mysteries as well. And the Fantastic Four are in the middle of all of these things that can happen at any point.
Paranormal mysteries.
Yeah. This unlocks, like, I love Spider-Man. Obviously, but Spider-Man was like, okay, you fight your villain you fight your villain, I love Vulture, you fight your Vulture, your Doc Ock, your whatever. But Fantastic Four opened up a world of like, wow, like there's a lot of wonder, because you got your space people and your Hollow Earth people and Earth. So like, I don't know, those two comics are mega important, and like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. It's just so it's only sad because how great these things could be.
Yep,
like,
that's why it's terrible.
It's sad. Look, the movies suck, and we could say they suck, and then we all go off on our own. But what's disturbing is that the generic people out there don't know how many amazing things can be unlocked with Fantastic Four. And you have 4 people. Once you get to know those characters very well, they become like any television series that you watch, where you have your 4 characters or 5 that you love, and you get attached to them. And it's just like Star Trek. The Star Trek movies, some are good, some are bad, but the characters are awesome. You want to see Kirk, Spock, McCoy, Scotty, Uhura, Zulu. You want to see them do adventures. And as long as those guys are strong, that can continue on for a long time. And it's not easy, but it is not that hard. And they just keep shooting themselves in the foot. I don't know what it is. I don't think anyone actually cares about science fiction or superhero stuff.
Yeah, they don't.
Like, they don't. They don't.
No, they don't, and they don't know it though. But they don't even know. Even if they wanted to care, like, I want to make a good Fantastic Four movie, but you don't understand what makes it good.
I was trying to see who had Ghost Rider. It was Columbia
Fox.
Pictures.
Oh, Columbia had, okay, yeah. But I thought Fox distributed. No,
Sony distributed it. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What about Punisher? That was with Ghost Rider, right? Or no? Who had Punisher?
I don't know who had Punisher. Oh, well, you mean that third one?
Thomas Jane and War Journal and all. Not War Journal, War Zone.
Might have been, let me see. Wait, War Journal.
War Zone. Sorry, Sean. War Zone.
War Zone, whatever it was called. It should have made War Journal. Looks like Sony again. It's Lionsgate and Sony.
Okay, so wow, so they had quite a few. So they don't have those guys anymore.
Everybody had them scattered to the 4 winds, because remember, Marvel went bankrupt when they bought a whole distributor, and then crumbled it and cratered the entire industry. But that's a whole other stream. And then they went bankrupt, and then they sold off all their crap. And then nobody wanted Avengers. Nobody wanted Captain America. Nobody could get Iron Man off the ground. Nobody cared about Thor. And then they took those. Listen, you can say what you want about Marvel. It's one of the big comebacks of Hollywood. And then they eventually ruled it, and they took these characters nobody liked, nobody wanted to make movies on, and then made them premier characters again in the eyes of the public.
But it's so dry. Dude, you had Fantastic Four. Yeah. And you had X-Men, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah,
X-Men.
Yeah, they didn't know what they were doing.
X-Men's the biggest thing ever, biggest team ever. Like, look, we like Avengers, but dude, X-Men had like super epic shit. It's like
when the cartoon was a hit, it was a big surprise to Hollywood.
Yeah, oh, what a surprise!
And it was a surprise to me. I was anticipating the shit out of that. They had articles in Wizard magazine. I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be awesome. And it was a big hit, and then they're like, I guess we gotta do a movie. And the movie was like super low budget. Like, Wolverine fights who is it? Like
Sabretooth on the Statue of Liberty. It's terrible.
No, but he fights in the gift shop. It's like him and Mystique, I think. It's like it's awful. Yeah.
And why is Mystique beating the crap out of people? Like,
I don't know.
I don't understand how
She's
morphing.
She's not a fighter.
Yeah, how does morphing translate into karate moves and stuff? This is like so random.
Yeah.
Bryan Singer's an idiot. Well, how about
He
that?
is an idiot.
Yeah.
That's one movie that I didn't get suckered. I've only been suckered so far. I've been suckered on Man of Steel. They suckered me big time on that one. And I haven't been suckered on any of these other movies. Like I didn't get suckered on Force Awakens or Star Trek or Dune or that X-Men movie. I remember walking out thinking, what the hell was that all about? It's like that, like it's just it's nothing. I don't like any. I actually don't like any of them. Deadpool 1 and 2 are the best. The Deadpool movies are the two best X-Men movies. I tried Logan again not too long ago, and it's just such a slog. And it's just
I never liked Logan.
No, I liked it again. I got suckered on that one. Hey Matthew, how's it going?
Hey, Matthew.
Always hated it.
Yeah.
And the one that everyone loves is Days of Future Past. And like
I did not
hated
it on that one.
Get-go, I was like,
I did not like it.
How do you like this? They drop a stadium on the White House, and then all is forgiven.
No, hold on, you're not done, Sean. Then all of the guns get pointed to the president's face, and you're like, this Sentinel project is being greenlit in 1 millisecond after this thing is over.
It's like
so weird.
Oliver Trask gets shot, and then that's what sets off everything. So they have to prevent that from happening.
Right.
But the thing they prevent it with is far, far, far worse. It's like visually, it's the worst thing ever. It's like they threaten the president. They drop a stadium on the White House. Like every man, woman, and child on Earth would be like, well, let's kill every mutant ever. Like, what is this?
Yeah, I'm usually on the mutant side.
Yeah.
So I watched this movie. I'm like, you've converted me to the human side. I'm like, well, I'm kind of with the humans on this. I don't want a stadium dropped on my face.
Yeah. This is way too dangerous to exist. Like, dude,
I'm with X-Men 100%. I'm on the X-Men's team. Sean is like, don't read this comic because Cyclops looks like an idiot and you're going to be pissed off.
Yeah.
And like literally Sean is texting me, I just read this comic. Don't read it because Cyclops will suck. And then you'll just get mad. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to read it because I love Cyclops, right? It's like, anyways. And then I'm like, okay, firstly, Cyclops isn't in these movies and he's the leader of the X-Men and he's my favorite Marvel character and he's not in these movies. So why am I watching this? Number 2, they dropped it. So it's like, okay, if you kill Trask, that's bad, right? And okay, so they stop it, right? Yeah. That's good. They stopped it. But then the next thing that happens, they drop that stadium. And we saw that together. And I was thinking, whoa, holy shit, Magneto just dropped this thing. And then there's like, whoosh, and then the guns come out. You're like, oh my God. I'm like, the Sentinels are going to kill everybody in this. What the heck? And then they're like, then they pulled a 4-panel Superboy. It's like, well, everything's good now in the future. I'm like, it is?
Yeah.
What about that stadium you dropped on this?
Wolverine wakes up, there's a golden beam of light from the sun, and he comes out and everyone's all happy and stuff. We're like, how did this happen from you dropping a stadium on the White House?
No, like, dude, what you're talking about, they literally had physical tacks and tacked that shit on there. It's like, freaking everything's
what a stupid movie. People love it. People think it's his best one. I was alerted to this a few months ago. I was like, wait a minute, do people think this is and it's ranked number 1 in most people's lists? It's like,
I hated it.
Yeah. Hey, Legion.
I saw it at the freaking theater. You know why I saw it at the theater?
Why?
Because we have this problem sometimes when it really rains very bad at my place. It gets so flooded we can't get home for like hours until it goes off. And my son and I happened to be going on from coming off work and going, oh shit, we can't go home. God damn, we want to go around, go get something to eat, man. We got to see him sit in the movie theater for a while. So, what's playing? It's an X-Men movie playing. Yeah. All right. I don't go see those anymore, but I did see some. Whatever, man. Days of Future Past. Oh, it's adapted from that. Oh, this is going to be crap. And I get out of it, think it sucks, and then everybody's like, man, this is the best thing. All right, whatever, buddy.
Sure, we're talking about we finished our Legion talk. We're talking about Days of Future Past, where like
the movie,
it started off interesting. You're like, okay, and they change it from Kitty to Wolverine. You're like, well, Wolverine's the main guy, right? So and then they stopped the Trask. I do like the Quicksilver part. That was fun.
Yeah.
Then
even I like that.
That was right. And you don't like Quicksilver, and I love Quicksilver.
I hate Quicksilver. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was cool. And then they stopped the trust thing. Like, okay, I said, okay. But then when Magneto dropped that stadium, and Sean and I saw that together, and I was like, oh shit, that's it. Sentinels are gonna kill everybody now.
Yeah.
And then the guns pointing at Nixon or whoever. I was it Nixon. Who was it? Was it Nick? It was Nixon.
I can't remember. Yeah.
Nixon. Yeah.
The guns are pointing at his face. I was like, holy shit. It's Nixon. There's guns pointing at Nixon. I was like, this guy is gonna get super set. I was like, Wolverine's going to wake up in the future and there's going to be mega sentinels. There's going to be Iron Man sentinels or something with friggin' Dr. Octopus arms because Nixon got so paranoid that he made the best sentinels. And he wakes up and it's like, oh, everything's beautiful. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. How did that happen? It's like the death of Tyrion causes the sentinels. So definitely if you try to kill the president, you're going to get nailed. It was so weird. That was the weirdest X-Men movie. The other ones were like, just kind of weird. Actually, First Class, I didn't mind First Class.
First Class is okay. It is the comic, actually.
Like, it's not, that one's not too bad. Yeah. But again, I don't know. I mean,
but it's not the real X-Men. That's the problem.
It's not the X-Men.
Because the comic wasn't the real X-Men. So, yeah.
Yeah, I never read.
They're still fun. But you
never watched that one.
But you have to understand, if you go by X-Men comics, the X-Men movie should be way better.
Have been awesome. They should have ruled the box office, and there would never be an MCU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we've waited like 8 appearances to get the Wolverine costume, and finally we get the Wolverine costume. That's all anyone can talk about.
Okay, so count the movies then. What movie is this in the X-Men movies?
I don't know, Sean. Do you have it on?
I don't know. I have to check. It's in the teens. Because it's basically an X-Men movie.
It's an X-Men movie. Yeah, all the Deadpool movies are X-Men movies. And so far, Deadpool has given us a proper Colossus, a pretty awesome Juggernaut, right? It's giving us Wolverine in the costume. It seems like Deadpool's given us all the cool stuff. Like, Cable was pretty badass. We even had the X-Force. Remember when in Deadpool 2 where the explosion happens and he gets all covered in that mist, in that dust, and he has the gray suit from X-Force. I was like, oh my god, he's got that gray suit. So it seems like the Deadpool movies have given us the best mutant stuff.
So Deadpool 3 will be number 14.
Number 14, but for Wolverine appearances.
Well, I'm counting it as X-Men movies. I'm even counting New Mutants. So
you're counting New Mutants because Wolverine's
14 X-Men pictures with mutants and stuff in it to get to the Wolverine.
Okay, so 14. Okay, so yeah, Wolverine origin, right? So you're
I'm not counting the Wolverine movies just as their own franchise.
No, you're counting those as X-Men, right?
Yeah, I'm counting all of them.
Okay, every mutants.
They've made 14 mutants movies.
Right, and the Deadpools are the best
Deadpool 3. Yeah.
Including Deadpool 3. So the Deadpool ones are clearly the best.
Oh, yeah. Like
easy.
Colossus, man. Colossus made that movie for me.
I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. My God. We got an amazing Colossus.
Juggernaut was cool.
Juggernaut was cool.
Juggernaut. Yeah, the song, Holy Shit.
Holy shit. Yeah. That was awesome.
They even joked about it being CGI, but you didn't care. They joked about
that was funny. And then when Deadpool's like, oh, I love these issues, and he's naming the numbers and all that. Yeah. And then he rips it up. I was like, you're not that cool. I was like, don't meet your heroes. I thought I
was the only one that liked Deadpool 2. Everyone gives me grief over it, but I liked it.
I love Deadpool 2. And I love the recruiting of Domino. It's like, that's not real power. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. He's like, this isn't very cinematic.
Let's meet in the middle and say it isn't.
Yeah, let's meet in the middle. And then look, Domino is cool. And she's walking around and all that shit is happening. He's like, he's like, okay, Domino, use all your imaginary powers and get
yeah. And then, I don't even care about Deadpool, but he's funny in the movies.
No, he's great. The Juggernaut parts are funny too. The Juggernaut and Juggernaut versus Colossus. He's like, and then Deadpool's like, oh man, here comes the CGI battle. It's like, oh, it's just like a CGI battle. It's great. Like, I even I watched the Once Upon a Deadpool. That's funny too. Yeah. There's a good part in that. I'll say this and then we'll wrap up. Where he's talking to Fred Savage and then he's reading the book to him and then he's like. He goes, "Oh, Cable." And then Fred Savage is like, "Cable's in this story?" He's like, "Oh yeah, we got Cable." He's like, "Oh my God, you mean Cable, who is the son of Cyclops and Madeline Pryor, who is the clone of Jean Grey, who is from this future where he travels back in time?" Right? And then he goes, "I hope that this movie treated him with respect and gave him all the nuance that character deserves." And Deadpool's like, "Well, he time travels." Because we got the time traveling part, and then Fred Savage is all pissed off because like they didn't do the proper Cable. This isn't the real Cable, you know? And he goes, "And what about the techno-organic virus and all that?" And he's like,
oh my God, it's all the stuff from the
Fred Savage says
legacy virus.
Yeah, legacy virus. He literally says everything, and then he's like, "Is all that in this movie?" And he's like, "Oh well, there's time travel." Then Fred Savage is all pissed off forever. You got to watch the Once Upon a Deadpool. It's pretty good. I don't know. It might be better than the rest.
Really?
Well, they took out all of the gore though, so there's no blood.
That's good. I said I don't need the gore.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they took out the gore.
It bothers me. I just don't care for it. I don't need it. So
right. But yeah. So
what about all the cursing?
They took it all out. It's PG.
Yeah, it's made for kids. It was made for PG-13, right? So,
but so Deadpool himself beeps it. He has a beeping device. So Fred Savage is like, beep, beep, beep. He's like, he goes, "Why are you beep, 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 beep?" And so it's like, and then he's using that as a thing to make fun of him because Fred Savage is like, "Man, I really want to fight." What did he? Was it? I think it was Hugh Jackman. He's like, "Hugh Jackman, I want to fight him, right?" And every time he said fight, he would go, I really want to fight beep Hugh Jackman, and so all you do is F.
So it sounds
so it sounds like I want to F Hugh Jackman, and then Fred Savage is like, "Why are you beeping it at that precise moment? It sounds like I'm saying something different. It sounds like I'm saying I want to beep F him instead of me wanting to beep him." It's like Deadpool controlling it for whatever reason. It's like, okay. Oh man, that's a great. They're both. I would consider like I own Once Upon a Deadpool, but they're all great.
Yeah.
All right, okay, guys, we'll wrap it up there. We just go on and on about Deadpool. I love Deadpool too. I don't care what anyone says. But I think Cable was awesome. It's like, "Oh, I did it for them." No, you did it for me. It's like, no, I did it for them. It's like, "Oh, we'll just say you did it for me."
It's Thanos, right?
And he calls him Thanos. He actually calls him Thanos.
Yeah,
he does.
And then when he goes, you killed Black Tom, and then he says the R word. He goes, you're an R. He's like, the guy's not black. Like, what are you doing? he's like, "You killed Black Tom," and he goes, "Maybe one day you'll learn to appreciate people for who they are instead of their skin color." And Black Cable is like, I'm not, an R word, you idiot. Oh man. All right, Clobby, what's going on tonight?
It'll just be an open show tonight. Just back into the groove of it. So just some open Geek Stuff members stream tomorrow night as well, and of course all the usual shows. Have them for all members to show up and hang out with me this tomorrow night a little bit. But tonight, I'm going to do some open stuff. I'm going to talk about some comics I've been reading. Like I'm starting the Jim Shooter run of Avengers because that's important. I don't know. It was pretty good. And it's been a long time since I've gone back to that. So it's brand new and new and fresh to me. And it's one of the most celebrated runs on Avengers. So might talk a little bit about that. I'm just getting started on it again, going back to it. So, nice. But nothing really. Just looking forward to more hanging out with you guys and more reviewing with you guys.
All right. Sean's been posting a video every 5 minutes. Hold on. Another video just got posted.
Hey.
Well, while we were talking and enjoying these adventure comics, I reached 800 subscribers. So
nice. You're 5 away earlier.
Yeah. So
I saw that.
So it's 200 away from the big one. So we'll see. In the meantime, I'm gonna start a new series tomorrow. I'm gonna post a video about my DVD and Blu-ray collection. Might as well post about that because there's potentially hundreds and hundreds of videos to do about that. So, yeah, I'll do that. Just going through each DVD and Blu-ray I have, my thoughts on those movies. Not exactly reviews. And why I like them, why I bought them. Personal stories, stuff like that. this Saturday at 8 p.m. I have another double bill. It's it's Captain Fathom, which is one of the other cartoons with the the Synchro Box
with the creepy mouth.
So that's coming this Saturday. This has nothing to do with the fact that Space Angel is at 18,000 views right now.
Yeah, I saw that.
And beyond that, I have comic reviews and stuff coming up. So yeah, it's going gangbusters. Lots of good stuff. Thank you all for watching, and there'll be cool stuff coming in the future.
Awesome. All right, so we're back again. So Sean and I are back Thursday for Transformers, and then all three of us are back Friday for Daredevil. And then make sure you're subscribed and you got the notification bell, because Fantastic Four is starting pretty soon. And then 1 week from today, we're back with these 4 issues. So there you have it. Thank you to everybody for watching. Thanks to the members. Yeah, everything's good. I'm going to the comic shop coming up, so I will definitely do some more reviews. There's a few things. Spectacular Spider-Man is starting this week. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I don't care about that.
I mean, that will be a digital purchase, but there is a Spawn, the aftermath of Nick's taking over, so that's all starting this week. So that's going to be
cool, so I'm good. Yeah,
those are going to be fun. All right, everybody, that's it. Until next time.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.